Come on in, friend, the coffee's hot. We got a seat saved in your favorite spot. The world's out there, but not in here. We're pouring joy, not feeding fear. So hang your worries on the old coat rack. Kick off the stress, don't look back. Leave your troubles at the door. We don't need them anymore. There's laughter in the air and kindness to spare. Like sunshine spilling on the floor. It's a brand new day, so pull up a cup. Coffee Club's open, come fill up. Let the stories fly and the good vibes flow. We're all just friends you haven't met yet, you know. No headlines here, no judgment zone. Just real talk like back home. Bring your truth, your dreams, your grin. Everyone's welcome, come on in. We got cream and sugar and a whole lot of heart. And the best part is just where you start. Leave your troubles at the door. We don't need them anymore. There's laughter in the air and kindness to spare. Like sunshine spilling on the floor. It's a brand new day, so pull up a cup. Coffee Club's open, come fill up. Let the stories fly and the good vibes flow. We're all just friends you haven't met yet, you know. This ain't just coffee, it's a little escape. With every sip we set the pace. Slow it down, breathe it in. This is where the good days begin. So leave your troubles at the door. Let them melt into the floor. With a smile and a sip, take a little trip to the place you've been looking for. Coffee Club's open, the welcome's wide. Just bring your heart and leave your pride. Together we rise, we laugh, we love. One cup at a time in the Coffee Club. This ain't just coffee, it's a little escape. With every sip we set the pace. Slow it down, breathe it in, you know. This ain't just coffee, no welcome's wide. Just bring your heart and leave your pride. Together we rise, we laugh, we love. One cup at a time in the Coffee Club.
There will be drama.
Oh, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're sitting in the country or the world. We have, let's see, today is the 20th of November. We're heading into Thanksgiving week. We've got Hairbag, Army Vet, and Steve up here with us today.
Good morning, everyone.
I want to give everybody a minute to appreciate my wonderful joke on the overlay.
She started trouble already.
It says the president pardons the turkey as the president does every year, but we expect fully this time that there will be a federal judge in Chicago overturn it.
I read that and left my ass off.
Well, how is everybody doing? Everybody okay? Weather good?
Yeah,
Weather's great.
Trying to load another computer.
Go ahead. What's your temperature up there in the cold parts, Hairbag?
It's supposed to be in the high 40s.
Oh goodness, that's not before December.
We already had a couple inches already.
Oh, wow.
So what do you do to get ready for winter, Hairbag? Do you stock up? Do you...
If I had a way to stock up, I would, yeah. Actually, I break out with all my long johns. My flannel shirts, sweatshirts. Try to keep my apartment as, comfortable as possible without breaking the bank, when I go to pay my energy bill.
Do I hear a dog? Oh.
I apologize. My dog's attacking somebody. I mean, my other dog.
It's okay.
Beware of the mailman.
He don't like nobody to pass his yard, so he barks at the fence. I apologize.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
I did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
He don't like nobody to bark at his yard.
I don't want nobody around my yard. I do the same thing. What the fuck you in my? What you coming over here for?
That's what he
out of my
do.
yard. Yep.
You smell like trouble. I don't like it.
Yeah.
That
And he's
must-
only 8 months old, so that he's a German Shepherd, so his bark's really bad.
Oh man.
yeah, he thinks he's a badass.
Yes, sir.
That's just part of German Shepherd. That just comes with the territory.
Yes, ma'am. They are protective.
I mean, consider a poor Chihuahua. That is like the most vicious animal in the entire world, but they're too small to do anything, and that makes them even more angry.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, my friend.
I don't date women that has chihuahuas.
No, that's a rule.
Oh,
That's a rule. Definitely.
My wife had one of them Shih Tzus one time,
man.
and that was an aggravating barking motherfucker too.
What a name for a dog breed.
What's that, boss?
I said, what a name for a dog breed.
Yeah, really, Shih Tzu, and that's what it were. It was a Shih Tzu, all right.
Good morning, Chase. It's good to see you in here. Healing Vibes. So, man, we have had a wild week in the current events, have we not? I don't know which one we should start with, guys. What do you think?
See, I haven't been watching TV, so I'm coming in with virgin ears. I've been other ground, so I don't know a lot of shit that's going on.
Virgin about you.
I know, except my ears. I said my ears. I got virgin ears on these conversations, y'all. Because after what was it on TV that happened? I forgot. I think when I started trying to watch politics on TV, I said, "Fuck it, they ain't telling me nothing." So I ain't watched real politics, y'all, for like a month. So I don't know nothing.
I'll start with the funniest thing I read this morning. And I know it was a meme, it was a joke, so don't take it seriously. But in light of the new Epstein files that, have hit the airwaves, the meme was Stephen Hawkins was on the list. I can't stop laughing.
Oh shit,
Mouse.
I love you, Stephen Hawkins. There's no way that's possible, but I just couldn't help but laugh and laugh and laugh.
What up, Lady Autumn?
Can you
don't be so sure, Mouse, because he's got that pen in his mouth that he moves around like that.
What would the pickup line be in the computer voice? Like, I'm dying to know.
You're gonna run over her fucking toes. She better do that shit. What?
And then the comments got even better. In one of
What up, baby girl? Come on up.
One of them was Steven rolling dirty.
See, y'all, we ain't gonna stay on politics all day. We're just gonna joke about it. We got a lot of topics that we're gonna keep putting in. And Mousy Mouse, go ahead. If y'all have anything, put it in the chat. Or I don't know how you're gonna do it. Like, put it in the chat, and Mouse will save it. And yeah, anything y'all want to talk about, we're gonna involve the chat and people on the panel. Is going to do the same thing. Yeah, make sure y'all, if y'all want to talk about anything, this should be fire, y'all. Fire!
What is y'all's comments on the Epstein episodes?
That's crazy.
I'm going to pull down my lower eyelid and say, do you see anybody in there that gives a fuck?
I tell you, they've gone after the Republican on this for so long that it might backfire on them.
I think it's going to.
To be honest with you, there's been a Democratic guy with Clinton that's retired or stepped down, and Clinton won't answer any questions about it.
I think it's a nothing burger.
Oh, I think it's more than that, Army vet.
Nah, I don't.
Nah, if you got the president of the United States, Bill Clinton, I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Boning 14-year-olds. Something needs to be done.
But you have remember now, if anything in there, and I'm sure Mal's gonna,
Okay,
if anything in there was illegal, they already had it. They would have been prosecuted.
oh yeah, because you got to remember,
Yeah.
they've had the
That's
file
fair.
the entire time.
Yep, the
Way
entire
before-
time.
way before Trump got elected, and they started screaming, "Give us the files, give it!"
Yep.
And I get it; it was the whole smear campaign. They
Mhm.
wanted to make us believe
Yep.
his name was going to be all in there, and then it wasn't.
And that's what me and Mouse was saying. Remember what this was about. Everybody thought he was in there. And me and Mouse talked about it yesterday. I'm like, Mouse, you know his name ain't nowhere in them damn files.
If it was, they'd have been using it.
Thank you.
On this smear campaign of his, hey, Mark.
But we get what you're saying. We totally agree. But we know the Democrats had everything y'all getting. So if you think if it was anything in there, they would have used it to hurt him in every election he had. They would have threw that shit all out there.
Well, I'm not saying the Trump's name's in there, but I'm saying there might be other names in there that might not want to appear.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's definite.
It's just like that Plaskett lady. I tell you, I don't mean to bring this up on a different topic,
Somebody brought it up.
but you got to mention that in the same breath. You have to. She's talking to Epstein on the goddamn phone while she's asking questions to the lawyer.
About him.
I mean, there's just something wrong with that.
About him. Like,
And she's a lawyer. She knows how to question people.
Mm-hmm.
oh, I thought it was. She said, but he was my constituent.
But to ask anybody, you asked Epstein for information.
Oh yeah, he's your go-to.
He's your go-to. And I don't believe, in my mind, I don't believe that's the first phone call.
Oh no. Like,
You get what I'm saying? I don't believe that's the first phone call. I don't believe somebody just calls up one time and says, ask him this question, and they go through with it.
Right.
I believe she's been talking to him for a while. And
My bad with the K, Mark. I got a gummy in my hand.
oh, shit.
Got a gummy in my hand.
Hey, Frank.
Who let the dogs out? Ooh. Oh, my bad.
Welcome in, Frank.
Oh, what up?
He didn't think I'd recognize him. I think it's wild. They were screaming, Trump won't release the records because he's in it. And I'm like, oh, now I see why he held on to him for a minute.
Hey, Mark.
He knew it was gold. He knew what was in him. He knew it wasn't in him, but he does know who he is. And I can't believe I lost a political name. Schumer is on that list.
I keep telling you.
Schumer's on that list. The Clintons are all over that list. Michelle's on it.
But see, I know, and y'all mouth got mad at me because there's one person that declined to vote and it's from Louisiana and she told me to start running. It's like she was mad at me. And I was like, I ain't vote for the dude any goddamn way. I was overseas.
Hey,
Now you separated yourself. I see.
that's fucking Clay. He don't know where he at.
I was overseas.
Husband, right?
I was overseas when they were voting for this dude. What the fuck going on?
Yeah.
Pass marijuana. I got a dispensary. Like, this shit. I ain't know he wasn't going to vote for Epstein.
I know that's right, brother.
I didn't know that shit.
He's true Republican, though, brother.
I
I hate to say it.
No, hold up.
No, I don't mean that mean. I'm not saying that mean, bro.
No, because I want to have this conversation. I had it with Mouse, and it's my trolling conversation with the Republican Party.
Yes, he was pro me.
Yes.
Well, you know,
I believe the Republican Party. I haven't gave the percentage yet, but I think the Republican Party consists of QAnon and MAGA.
What?
That's kind of
On the internet. Remember
okay.
on the internet. Remember, y'all don't know real congressmen and this. Y'all don't have real conversations with congressmen. I do, but on the
Yeah.
internet. But on the internet, I think it's a mixture of QAnon and Republican.
What am I?
I mean,
I took it.
you're MAGA
Okay.
with a little sprinkle in of Q
Of what?
of Q.
Oh, no, get out of here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A little. I ain't say it's not. It's about 20%. I can tell.
I don't know, man. I think the Republican Party is really is they're smart people. They're smart people. Don't get me wrong, but I think we talked about this the other day, Army Vet. With the new world we're going to go into, you're going to have to look out for the people that don't have a lot of cash. You get what I'm saying? And that's the fact of the reality.
Hey, GG. Hey, big
I
dog.
hope I didn't make somebody step away.
No, you good. You cooking?
Oh, I just what I meant by that was, we talked about this AI shit. We've delved into it. There's gonna be a lot of job loss, and if you have a president that's relying on people to go out and get jobs, it's gonna be a little more difficult than that's gonna be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying good, bad, or ugly. I'm just saying.
Okay. Mouse? What was that push? They started telling parents to start pushing their kids towards. Was it STEM? Like they started this 10 years ago. Starting to tell parents. So talk to the single mamas and the mamas that are raising the babies. They are teaching them more technical things. Our mothers are preparing our children for it. Ask them, are they sending their kid to more STEM classes? Or
I think it's great.
You can tell the parents that are preparing their children.
That are preparing them. Yeah,
there you go. So it is
that's the big difference. That's the big difference, Mo. I mean,
there you go. Thank you, Lady G. Look in the chat. There you go.
I'll explain it too. I'll explain what we're talking about. It's really funny. There's a whole lot of hoopla going on at Harvard right now. And the reason we've always centered on Harvard, it's an Ivy League school. It's really hard to get into. It's for the elite. And if you're going for a law degree and you've got Harvard,
sure,
on your resume, oh well, that looks fancy. That's better than most. But the liberals have kind of taken over the college, and everything has gone kind of liberal.
Well, it's become
So
way easier. I'm here. No.
You're breaking up, brother.
But what was I saying? Oh, it's gone quite liberal, and those that are just seeking,
I am a Republican. I will just say it right now.
Thank you. But it is, how do I explain it? The colleges are turning more liberal. And so that scares conservatives about sending their kids. I mean, we want them to have a good education, love that they want to be a lawyer, but do we, the liberalism, the ideas that they're getting, on the liberal side, that scares parents. So what does that mean for Harvard? And it's meaning it's no longer the revered school to go to pursue a law career. Now it's just a big liberal mess. Hey, James.
No, it really is. And that is exactly why I came up here. Because here is the problem with the left side. And everybody else can come in and chime in and tell me I'm wrong. But when you allow and give people things like, for example, to give me something, I will use me as an example.
Okay.
To give me something and say, hey, well, because you are this, you can get this for free. Well, then that means in the great expanse of everything, everybody will use it because we are human. People that are human will just use it. If you get a grant because of this, well, then you as a human being will use it.
Yeah.
But James, I agree with you, brother. I agree with you to a certain extent. But what do you do when the job market's nothing?
Hey, it's not me talking, man. It's Frank.
Oh,
Yeah,
Frank,
it's
I'm
me.
sorry. I apologize,
Frank.
brother. Sorry, James. Frank, I was talking to
James
you.
Modwell. Hey, what's up, man?
How
Yeah,
you doing,
I know
James?
him.
I'm good.
He's
AI
cool.
stuff.
James is cool. James is cool.
Yo,
Yeah, James is a good person.
continue your conversation. I'm not here to interrupt.
I'm sorry. My apology.
James, you're AI, remember?
I'm not real. I'm not.
We know that.
He's not real.
I run
Mhm.
off of beer, weed, and cigarettes.
Thank God for
Yeah,
Dad. Huh? James is our little
that's
limit. No, I'm
hey.
kidding.
I don't blame you, James. That's what I run off of. No,
But
but
you're
yeah.
right. You know,
What were you?
if you give somebody something, sure they're going to use it, but somebody's still got to pay for it.
Agreed.
That's the point I was trying to make, and I was wondering. He was about to reply to what I was saying. What were you saying, dude?
Steve. Yeah, I was saying that, with the job market gonna be as bad as it is, and listen, I've been Republican my whole life, but you got to look at the other side with the homelessness and the poor that's going to increase exponentially. What do you do with them?
Mhm.
That's all I'm asking.
Well, okay. Okay. Um, you want okay?
Oh, your
Now we are
mic's
talking.
cutting out there.
You're breaking up pretty bad, Frank. I'm sorry to say that,
Oh,
brother.
refresh, Frank. Refresh.
I'd love to hear what you say, Frank.
Your mic just
How
cutting
do I
out.
sound now?
Yo, just come back in.
Is it cutting out bad
No,
now?
it sounds good now. You're
No,
good.
you're good now, Frank.
Okay. But now I have to. The question you had with the economy, correct?
Yes,
You
sir.
were talking
Yes, sir.
about the economy.
Yes, sir.
Can you rephrase the question again? Because
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No doubt. With AI, the way it's coming in, and I read a report yesterday that said it's going to take more white collar jobs than blue collar. This is fact. Okay, it's going to take more white collar jobs than blue collar, and it's going to be almost overnight. So these people that think they're rich right now or think they're doing really well right now, maybe in a year might not be
I
thinking the same
remember
way.
the question.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sir. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I remember the question you were saying about the homeless,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, what I was. mm,
I can't hear you, Frank.
I know, because that is a very touchy subject, and if I
Yes,
say
sir.
something with which I believe in, all I can tell you is this: if they don't have a job, they don't want a job because
That's
you
not
can
true,
get a
Frank.
job. Um, mm,
That's not true.
okay.
I just
See,
that's my
I knew it
perception.
was
I'm sorry.
going to be a cut. I knew it was going to be a touchy subject,
No, it's
but
not
you know
touchy at all,
what?
Frank.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The truth is, if you want to get a job, you can get a job.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Right now, it's a fair assessment, Frank, and I'm totally on board with you. Let's come
It
back and
is
have
a
the same
fair
conversation in
assessment.
2 years.
Yeah.
Let's come back and have this same conversation in 2 years and see if you think the same way. And it's just because of what I've read in the outlooks.
No. Let's talk about right now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can get a job right now. You can get a job right now. They got, but like, I'm going to give you an example. I've got a friend that has a lawn business. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he mows grass up and down he
Isn't
mows
that
my grass.
awesome? He's got a
Huh?
lawn business.
Hell yeah,
He
it's fucking
started his
awesome.
own
It's
business.
awesome as fuck.
Isn't that fucking awesome?
He's doing great, right? Everything's great with this guy. He's a friend of mine. So I'm encouraging him, right? I'm happy for him. But then some asshole comes in here with a GPS automated mower and just puts it in the yard, and it mows the grass automatically. And he charges less than everybody else. And everybody's going to this motherfucker. Everybody's jumping ship and going to this.
Nobody is going to go to that GPS fucking AI shit.
It's already done, bro.
No, it's done where?
In my neighborhood, they got a guy that comes around and sets a mower in your yard and it mows it.
Well,
it's just like that.
Not in
I mean, I don't like it either, bro. I'm not complimenting it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just making the point.
Right.
It's not happening here, so.
Oh, that's
Where do you live?
I live in Florida, sir.
The way the jobs are changing.
Florida?
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
and we were talking about the Ivy League schools. The reason for that, versus the tech schools, the labor jobs, the blue collar jobs, welders, painters.
Those are good jobs.
I know.
Yeah, but those
are good jobs.
We're gonna need.
I used to be a welding and construction. I know
that's a great job.
Jobs. But
great job.
Guys, we're the generation that was taught, you're not going to make anything if you don't make it all the way through college. You got to go to college.
Yeah.
College. It's all about college.
Sure.
And the reality of it, that wasn't actually true.
No.
College.
You need a trade.
No, yes, we need
exactly.
Doctors,
I agree with him.
Judges.
You do not need college. You just need a trade.
That's right.
Because we're still going to need people to build houses. We're still going to need men to construct roads, rebuild bridges.
True that.
Make cars.
You're
saying my
right.
punk ass.
You're saying it right. But I'm just making the point that with automation coming, there won't be near as many people employed. That's all I mean. I'm not trying to be the downer of this conversation. That's not my point.
No.
But my point is, we as American citizens, how do we survive? How does the rest of them survive when there's no income?
And that's it. I mean, all you can do is turn to free enterprise.
That's right.
As long as that's surviving, because guys, that's not democracy. Democracy doesn't leave room for capitalism, for you to own
it absolutely does. If you look at the mower guy, he owns the mower now. He's running the mower. Now, I don't like him, but he's using AI for his benefit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I still stick with the other guy.
It leaves
that rides
a lot
the mower.
of space for capitalism, to be honest.
Of course. But not that many jobs.
The job. Well, I mean,
I'm just being honest.
The jobs are changing. What we grew up with looking at is the 80s growing up and what we thought the world was going to look like, the jobs we thought we could get.
Yes, ma'am.
A lot of them have been eliminated.
Yes, ma'am.
And so now it's really a question of, or the subject of, where do we direct our children coming up?
Correct.
And and you know, pushing this thing down their throat that they have to go to college to be anything. It's just not
No,
true anymore.
you don't have to push that down their throat. All you have to do is teach them to be diligent, correct, and just have them like a work ethic. For
Yeah.
example, like go my nieces, they are 8 and 9,
Uh-huh.
and they get a little money, they mow lawns, they go and that's all you have to do. That you don't have to embed in their heads you need to go to college. That no, you don't have to do that. I
Right. And
never
that's
went
not
to
to say don't
college.
send any kid to college. I'm just saying not every kid has to go to college. There is room in this world that is needed labor that doesn't require a college education. Some of it's just a
I'm agreeing
sport.
with you, Mouse.
Right. I know. I know. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just furthering the point. Right.
Did I
So
fuck the
yeah, you
vibe
know,
up?
no, I lost my thought. So yeah, STEM being one of those, and STEM has to do with math and science and
It's
technology.
very important. It's very
Yeah,
important in today's environment. If you're good at math, you pretty much can do anything. But in the old days, you
I
had to have,
suck at
you know, like
math.
if you had a degree in anything. Like I have a friend has a degree in English. She's a manager at Taco Bell.
hmm
Okay, there's nothing wrong with Taco Bell. Don't get me wrong. But she went to college for how many years?
hmm and that's what
You
most
know?
people do find out when they come out of college. There's no
Yes,
guarantee
ma'am.
of a job in your career.
No. You got to have other skill sets.
Yeah,
I agree with Lady G. It should is what are you going to tell your children to do? Parents, what nieces, grandmom, well, grandmamas especially. My all of y'all probably nanas except for a few of us. But yeah,
well, I mean,
what are you telling your kids to teach your children? Because y'all know what's coming.
yeah, and it's kind of
Exactly.
individual.
That's the point I was trying to make. They, well,
To me, it's kind of individual per kid. It's kind of you know, we have to be aware of the aptitude of our children. What are they good at? What are they interested in? You know, because we still want to teach the kids that the best job you're ever going to have is one that you enjoy, regardless of what it is.
Well, as y'all know, I was a nomad for many years. I was a nomad for almost 10 years, and I traveled a lot. And I've been homeless for 2 years before that. Long story short, I'm not talking about that. But my point is, as I was traveling, I noticed there's a lot of great buildup. The homeless population is growing exponentially. I mean, I know y'all know that. That's nothing I'm telling you new. But we're going to have to find a way to deal with it. It's just a matter of time before it becomes overwhelming, and we have to deal with these people that don't have jobs. Now, all I'm saying is, if we own the AI, okay, then that's great. Then we get a percentage of it. But if we don't own the AI, and let's say Elon Musk owns the AI, I'm just making an example, okay? Well, he's making all the money. What do you make? What are you getting out of it? If the government owns the AI, well, then they could pass out a percentage to the people. But if not, where are we at?
Okay,
Well,
I got a question too, Mouse. I got a question.
Thank you.
We can use AI to make our own money, though.
That's correct. That's correct. That's what I'm saying. But we have to own the AI.
What is the job of United States?
To protect its citizens.
To prosper.
What makes United States different is we have a social net that catches the Social Security, homeless shelter. We are the only we have a social net. Now,
That's good.
if you don't believe you see what I'm saying? Maybe the
Yeah.
social net need to be strengthened, but we have a social net that no other or if somebody having mental health issues, we have a
Mhm.
social net. A woman got hurt, we have we have it. Say strengthen the social net. You know what I'm saying? To get
Yes,
people, because that social net is there to bounce you back. It's not for you to stay there. That's what you're saying.
Right.
It's not that.
that's
It's to bounce your ass back up on your feet. The
correct.
social net.
Correct. On that, we went through the industrial age. We've gone through the iron age. We've gone through, many ages through time. Somebody said the other day, said, this is just like that. We thought we were going to lose all our jobs during the industrial age. He was right. He was smart about the way he said it. But this is different, Army vet. This is something that is total encompassing. I'm scared of it. I'm going to be honest with you. I study it
I would not be.
because I fear
I
it.
would not be. Why?
Oh, I studied the shit out of it. I
That's
fear it?
cool.
All right,
That's cool. Yeah.
what is
Why
the
though?
biggest part that scares you?
Yeah.
That scares me. Well, it's going to start thinking for itself. It's going to start self-diagnosing. Like, for instance, like say it's a robot and it breaks down. It's going to fix itself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like,
Yes. I understand what you are saying. The AI that we have now, that's not even possible.
bro, I don't know where you're reading, bro. I don't know where you're reading. But they got a doctor that's AI. They got pilots that are AI. They got trains that run on AI. They got all this shit coming, bro. I don't know what you mean.
We got 18-wheelers going to be driverless.
They're gonna be driven by AI. All of that stuff's gonna be AI driven.
I understand that. I understand that.
Yes, sir.
But as far as the evolution of AI, what Frank is saying is we haven't made it that smart yet. We really, and I've talked about this. I was scared of AI too.
It's tricking y'all before it's even gotten smart enough.
Oh, it's not tricking nobody, bro. But you got to understand the potential is going to be there. The potential is there.
Yeah. I don't know if any of y'all have seen the interview that Elon Musk did. He actually sat down and had a conversation with an AI robot. And I'll tell you, he got very upset, very worried about it. And some of the answers this AI spit back.
Yes, I understand. That's did I not just say I understand that? But everybody it's tricking the people that are worrying about it. They are giving it more intelligence than it really has.
Okay.
I really don't understand
Does that make sense?
No.
No?
Not to
That's
me,
okay.
but I'd like to understand your point.
You can only give something as much intelligence as the person programming it.
That's very true, sir. That's very true. You're right.
Okay, let me try it like this. AI can only digitally replicate itself. It's not humans are we're biological. We can reproduce ourselves. It can only replicate itself digitally. That's
correct.
Different. That's a fear. You said he wants you to say that's a fear. They cannot reproduce. They can digitally if they had everything in that. Yes, they can replicate, but they can't reproduce.
They can build themselves.
They are. You can only teach AI what you want it to learn. And I hate to. It's
well, Army vet. You know that every day they're feeding these papers, these old books, and these old magazines into this AI. They're pumping information in it for it to learn. You know what I'm talking about. They're pumping information into it. I'm not
It
saying it's going
will
to be
end
always
up.
right. That's
Hold
not what
on.
I'm saying. Go
This
ahead.
is what I'm going to say. It
Yes, sir.
will end up learning what it wants to, because once they input all of the whatever they want to, say our whole fucking history,
That's right.
it
They
it
will.
will start to learn. But right now, we do not have to worry about it because it's not happening.
Mr. Frank, I don't mean to be disrespectful, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but do you know how many jobs? Look at the job market, like pilots,
I know what you're
truck
talking about. You're
drivers.
talking about like the Amazon,
Yeah.
yes, I know, dude. I'm living in the same area you are.
Do you know how many jobs that's going to kill, bro? You know what I mean? And think about the store. Remember,
I
have you
do.
seen the new store they have where you walk in and it's machines
Yeah,
stocking
I
the
know,
shelves?
man. I
Bro,
know. I
it's
know
fuckery.
exactly what.
It's fuckery. It's killing jobs. That's all I care about is the jobs.
Well,
Now
look
the
what it
fact
did
that
when they added the robots to the auto industry.
I know, right, brother? They
okay,
It'll
killed
be
so
that.
T. It's
It
going
made
to be
us
T2
safer,
up in
not
this
the
bitch.
job.
Yes, sir.
and I'll agree, but after AI took over the car industry, look at the quality.
You're right.
It went downhill. They're all plastic.
It is.
It sucks now. It's not up to par yet. So the point I was trying to make, but I guess I failed. I dropped. Is right now it's not where it should be, but yeah, eventually I bet you automated shit will be everywhere.
Mark says, Mouse, remember the interview that Elon did
Mouse will
with
get her cup of coffee and a robot would just hand it to her and say, "Here, Mouse."
Well, now,
I
Frank,
know.
you know I've said it 100 times. I don't care about the flying cars and the Jetsons. I want the Rosie. I need the Rosie, and I'm mad we don't have a Rosie, but we almost do. It's just
Yeah.
it's in pieces still. Like, we've made everything smart. The washer is smart. The refrigerator is smart. The dishwasher is
Yeah.
smart. But it's not all in this one rolling woman that also does daycare. You
Okay.
know?
Okay. Okay.
That
I
I
get
help
it now.
that's
Steve.
all
Steve.
Mouse wants.
Yes,
Steve.
sir.
I help you out, Steve. I help you out.
Thanks, brother. I need a lot of help here, bro.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to figure. Okay, I
No,
got you.
I
I
don't
got
mean
you,
to,
Steve.
I'm not
No,
trying to. I hate to say this stuff, Army vet, because I sound like an asshole, but I'm
no,
not
no, no,
trying to be.
no. You're not. You're not. It's not that. I know what you're saying,
Yes, sir.
Is it because
and
is it me? Am I putting
no,
a wrench?
No, Frank, it's not you at all, bro.
y'all both are right. Y'all honestly, y'all
We're
both are
both
right.
100 right. It's just the
Yeah,
way you look at it.
Yeah.
but he's trying to. Steve is trying to express his fear,
Mhm.
and I know, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do. And I think I got it. I really think I got it.
Honestly, the way I did, Steve.
I got it.
What really convinced me was
I,
when I started playing with AI. I mean, Army Vet had to drag me through it, kicking and screaming. I didn't want it. I didn't want to touch it. So I started playing with it. Right, just the regular free stuff that we can get, through Google and all that. Um, I told it to make. I was trying to get it to make a female mouse animal dance, just a dancing gif. And I got so mad at AI, I wanted to hit my computer. All of a sudden, it was like I was talking to a third grader.
Yeah, because
I,
it's not up to par yet.
No, it's not.
if it
It's not,
didn't
but
have
it's coming.
2 legs, it had the head turned around backwards.
Yeah, it's
And
coming, though.
I'm trying to get more specific with it, right? I'm like, okay, this is in the wording. right? And I'm talking to AI. It's in the wording, so I'm like really trying to be big, expressive. All these adjectives, and it was bad. It
It'll drive me
was
nuts.
so bad. I gave up. I'm like, it should have been simple. A mouse dancing, so I could add it, as a layup. It wouldn't do it. Would not do it. It was like getting a tree to vacuum my house.
Hey, Mouse, you see that in the chat? The first one. That's the fear.
Okay, yeah.
I was going to about to say though, yes, the fear. Like if I sat here and thought, um, in 20 years, my car is going to drive itself, my door will open itself, I would have a robot walk in and hand me my beer and I mean, yeah, if I live in La La Land, but right now I'm living in here.
Frank, let me give you an example, please, if I could. I worked for the power company
Yeah,
for 12
I
years.
respect you, dude.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
I'm not. No, I'm not arguing with you. I respect you too. I like your talk back because it makes me think, bro. I'm not in this for an argument. But I worked for the power company for 12 years, and the other day I came out here and I saw a machine climb a pole and fix and spread the wires and fix everything on that pole through remote control that the guy was doing on the ground.
Holy cow.
You get what I'm saying? That destroyed my job. I climb poles for a living.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now I'm not saying that's going to be, that machine's very expensive. You got to think that machine's very expensive. You got to think, but as time goes on, it's going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And then before
Yeah,
long,
they will.
the power
They
companies are
will.
going to start investing in that instead of linemen.
So
Yeah.
what Mouse is saying is, what if the AI? What if I program that AI drone to take out the next president of the United States?
That's right. That's
Who
right. You
fault?
could.
Who fault is it?
If you're the programmer, it's yours.
Okay. What if I
But
taught?
what if you're not the programmer? What if the
No,
program? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Yvette.
now, what if I told all drones to target my political opposition, Republican or Democrat?
Right.
That's why it's dangerous.
That's why it's dangerous. And anybody can program anything. You can program your own bot. And so far as Frank, I loved your comment about the cars and stuff, but man, there's driving cars now. There's doors that open themselves. I mean, it's crazy, man.
I know.
Yeah.
That is why I used those as an example. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, if you want to talk about drones and stuff, I understand exactly where both of you are coming from.
Yes, sir.
We've
No,
got
it's.
You are both.
Go
we
ahead.
got
You're both.
military up here. We can ask a military guy. What
Yeah.
does AI look like in the military? I mean,
Yeah. Tell us
being,
that, Army vet.
being used as weapons in defense, and what does AI look like in the military? Because that's
Tell them about
really
them
the
drones.
part we're
Tell them about
scared
them
of.
drones. Tell them about them drones, Army vet. Tell them a little bit about them. What were they called? They were called. I forget the name of them, but they're. You know what I'm talking about? The Predator.
We have a lot of stuff. It isn't. That is a fear that. Oh, and I'll give you an AI making a decision in military time or something like that. Say a nuke was coming across the border and it made it to. Mouse, give me a populated city in Texas and a time in Texas.
Houston, 6:00.
That AI would have to make a decision if that person get in a bigger crowd, like if it was meant for the president, and this is my only time to strike, and I have to take out this whole block. It will make it's a fucking homicidal maniac.
It has no feelings.
You see what I'm saying? And you have no control.
That's right.
And you have no accountability. You didn't do it. You told that AI to make the judgment. Who told you to make? Who gave you that command? My commander. Commander, who told you that? The president. Why the president? Because that was a target. That ain't my
That
fault.
is the exact point I was about to make, though.
It ain't my fault.
There's still a controller, though. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
AI, we still control it. That's the point I was about to make with the drone. If I raise a drone and take it all the way over your house and set him what, I'm doing it. It's not the AI. Hairbag.
The AI comes in where you
Hello, brother.
tell the drone to hit the target no matter where it moves. Now AI is
Exactly.
deciding
Eventually, though,
what target.
yes. Eventually, though, I think it will be scarier than that. But
And Army Vet, I saw you make a comment about the medical field, bro. And you know, I'm a big fan of the medical field because they've saved my life down there at Charity Hospital one time. You know where I'm talking about, the old Charity.
Yeah.
And they closed that bitch up, didn't they?
Yeah, I
Army
don't
Vet.
think Charity's there anymore. Or that's
Nah,
what
yeah, Charity Hospital was where I saved my life. But my point was that you know, now they've got this machine that will take a blood test from you. It will feed it into the AI. They'll feed all your medical records into the AI, and it will give you a better diagnosis, a more accurate diagnosis than any doctor could.
You're right. But you
That's
forget.
fucked up.
No, it is. But you are everything you're saying is you're forgetting about choice.
Yes, sir.
That's why in the medical field it's still going because people want to deal with people in the medical, not a computer.
I agree with you, Army Vet, very much so. But what happened? You know, here's another one for you, Army Vet. Okay,
Yeah.
here's another one, and you tell me. You're gonna get on a plane one day, and you're gonna see the pilot, and he looks like a clusterfucktation, right? Or you could jump on this other plane where an AI is flying it that's never had any crashes, never had any. You get what I'm saying? Very little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The people make mistakes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the AI is going to be taught to take out the man mistakes. Now, it's not going to correct engine failures and all that shit. There's nothing I can do about that. But it will be able to fix human error.
Yes. But it's what Mouse just said. It's psychopath.
Yes, sir.
It don't take you like Mouse. Wasn't it a AI? Remember when that dude shot that other guy? It was an AI program, and the AI decided. I hate to say it. Did you live or die? It did diagnosis saying if you cost my company too much money, I'm whacking you off the insurance membership. And yeah, we was gonna study it, but he shot somebody, and another congressman was tied to his testimony and that testimony.
Oh,
And
wow.
CIA got him.
Oh, shit.
Pause. See,
You talking about Luigi?
yeah. Oh, Luigi. Yeah, that was about an AI program that was denying patients benefits because the program said it was easy to cut y'all because you was costing too much money.
Sure.
AI in the medical field. That was crazy.
AI's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Different.
I'm just saying it like that. Look, Frank. If I said anything
Allegedly.
wrong, I'm sorry.
Oh, he's
Huh?
fine. He's fine.
Yeah, he gone. He gone.
Oh,
He good.
but I just wanted to make the point that it's coming. We have to, and the point I was trying to make was the same thing you were trying to say, Army, that about teaching your children to be prepared for such a drastic change in our industrial age. You know what I mean? That's all I mean.
Yeah. No, but I think what you're saying is prepare your child for it, but let them know they're gonna conquer this instead of fear.
You have to, but you got to let them know the secrets to it. You got to let them know how to deal with it.
Moms, that's what I said. Listen to our moms. They are raising our baby. They're gonna tell. Some can handle it. That's what Mal said. Some you got to know your babies. We got to
Yeah.
know if they can handle going to STEM, or should they focus on something else that will help. Moms, all of them in the chat. Look at all the moms.
Good,
Up
a good
here in
trade.
our high school,
Yeah, my
we
moms.
we have changed so much since even I was in high school. Now we have a program that is called Tennessee Promise. And
Hmm.
as they're working through high school, there are some meetings they have to attend and some uh, community volunteer hours they have to get. But past that, what this program does is it will pay for that student to go to 2 years of a junior college,
Wow, that's fucking great.
right?
I mean,
But
you
before
can't beat
that,
that.
once this program was put in place, now they went back into the middle schools, right?
Uh-huh.
And the teachers themselves, they're having meetings with parents. They're watching the children, and they are actually setting them on an educational path all the way back in middle school that is directly aimed for where they're going to launch. For example, mine went through the automotive industry because
Uh-huh.
that's where we are, and that was his directed career, his
Sure.
path. So they made a lot of provisions. I mean, starting in like middle school
Yeah.
on, really putting the math on him because that
Yeah.
was important. He didn't have to take a foreign language in high school.
I saw the Ford CEO say that he's looking for some kind of auto mechanics
But he
that,
didn't
that pay
even,
over $100,000 a year.
what it did was exempt him from certain requirements in high school. Like most high schools, you have to have 2 years of foreign language.
Yes, ma'am.
He didn't even have to take foreign language because it's not in his career path.
Oh,
But on
good.
top of that, they could add extracurricular computer classes in place of the foreign language. So they set you on this path in middle school,
Mm-hmm.
talking about
That's
what
right.
your aptitude is, and then by the
That
time they're launched in, through high school, out of high school, they've got 2 years junior college waiting on them.
that's fucking great.
But wait, but let's, as parents, we have to say this: they gotta want it.
Yeah.
You can give them everything, doc. They gotta want it. We as
Well,
parents know they gotta want it. You can put in. We can give our children. They gotta want it. At the end of the day, I don't care if it's sports, science, education. They gotta want it.
yes, sir. I don't have any kids, so for me, it's just an outlook on my community. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just look at
Mm-hmm.
my community and say, I don't want this to happen to them. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
That's
Mm-hmm.
that's where I'm at. And the parents, there's some great parents around here. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
can see them trying, you can see them working with them. You can see, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that we don't teach our kids. Like balancing a checkbook or changing a tire. How about
That's
something?
dad's job. That's dad's job. That's
You
mom's
think?
job.
They
That's
You
even
dad's
think,
job.
Bernadette?
cursive.
The
They
best
even put things
outlook
in
for a
cursive.
mom, the best outlook for a child will always be a mom and a dad. Ain't nobody gonna tell you
I
anything.
agree with you. I mean, but well, I don't want to say impossibilities of that, but it's hard these days. There's a lot
I
of
know.
single mothers that are having to do. There's a lot of single fathers too. I'm not.
I
I'm not
get it.
taking it.
I get it. I get it. But I know married men and married women produce, and I get the shitty part, the shitty people. I get it. Get it. Good married men and good married fathers and husbands make fucking outstanding children.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
And
stepfathers that
I'm
step in. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I didn't mean to step over you.
Everything you're saying is true, but
The stepfathers that step in when the father steps out and steps up. I got
important.
nothing but props for them motherfuckers.
I got props for my single moms, my single
Yeah.
dads, everything. But if you ask the child, would he rather have his mom and dad in the house with him? He would say yes. So that's why I'm
Oh,
saying that.
sure, so.
I get how the outcomes we live in. I was raised by a
Yeah.
single. I get, but if you ask that baby what that
Sure.
baby want for the best outcome for that, I know the answer. It ain't always gonna work, but what I'm saying is, it's a better
I
outcome.
think a young man, especially a young man, needs
Alpha, so you see
another
it.
man to show him how to be a man. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. Where a woman can teach a lady or a child girl to be a
Uh,
woman
no.
or lady, whatever you want to call
So
it.
in the conversation of what we understand our fears are and our not fears are, talking about the fears, what solutions do we think we need to start looking at just to make sure, that AI can't take us all over and put us in the desert and have the earth for itself?
Trade schools. Trade schools, and like he said, you gotta
STEM.
educate your kids. STEM.
STEM. I mean, but like you said, our kids gotta want it, y'all.
You gotta want it
Yep.
because it ain't gonna be easy.
Nope.
You're gonna be fighting. Every kid is gonna be competing against another 20 kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta teach your kids to be better, faster, smarter, taller, whatever.
Homeschool them.
Homeschool.
Yeah. But also remember now, we're living in a time where technology is different, and our children know more tech than our. That's how it always been.
Let's
You're
let's
right.
let's admit it. This generation, when we fuck up our phones, we go find our kid.
You see what I'm
You're
saying?
right.
That's what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. So it's
That's good
hard.
sense.
That's the loop. But more women are more educated than they was back then. That's why I look for this is the future. You see what I'm saying? So now instead of the child having a degree, now the mom have one and the husband got. So I'm looking at the outcome better.
That's a great way to do it.
Hey, if I look at the other way, I might look at it like you, Steve. I
No,
might
no,
look
no.
at it.
Listen, I don't want to sound like a complete. I don't want to sound like a complete, fucking total annihilist. That's not what I'm trying to get at. But,
Yeah, it's truth what you're saying. It's truth in
but,
it. You
but,
know,
but
me and you
my
agree.
point, on it is we got to figure out a way as people, human beings. We can't depend on our government. You get what I'm saying? You can't depend on your government for everything.
No.
We got to figure out a way to combat this in a civilized way.
So how
And
you
the only
doing?
way to do that is to educate your kids. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Here, man.
I said, how you doing, Mouse?
How you doing, hairback?
Yeah, Steve on it. I agree with him.
It's not that I don't want to be right. I wish I was wrong about this shit, Army. That it's just I've studied. Hell, I built an app before, Army Vet. Me, a dumbass.
You're so crazy, dog.
Don't say that.
I know. I
No,
don't know why he doing this, man.
but
Steve.
listen to this. Let me tell you the truth, Army Vet. Let me shoot straight with you.
What,
I built an app when I was out in Arizona. For every time somebody found garbage on the ground, they could push a button. It would GPS locate it. It would take a picture. It would let them put a description in, and it would send it to BLM, which is Bureau of Land Management, and the Bureau of Land Management will come out and clean it.
Huh. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can do it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just making the point. Listen, to be honest with you, I have a 9th grade education.
Same here.
So I don't mean to sound like I'm a smart guy because I'm not. I'm not educated. But you don't have to be educated anymore to fool with some of this shit.
No, what you're speaking about, and what I say is all y'all talking about wisdom. Talking about wisdom, Steve. You have wisdom.
I have respect for what's around me, Army Vet. You know what I mean? If I see something wrong, if it's a problem, I think of it as a solution, a way to solve it. That's how I've always been. But I'm just saying.
Ooh, Lady Autumn says she homeschooled her lad. See? Told you people, it can be
Yeah,
done.
we're thinking about, we're thinking very seriously about the grandkids
Yep.
coming through now. And homeschool just sounds better.
I did. Partly. I partial did it.
Like I've told y'all, we have a great homeschool support community here.
Mm-hmm.
The socials all in it, the field trips, the sports, the band, the arts. Why would you not take control of your child's education? Take it back.
Hey, Mark Harris, thank you.
That's
Facts.
a funny comment.
Thanks, Mark Harris. I appreciate that.
That's a funny comment.
Steve, I love me some fucking Steve.
You're a
You not a dumbass. That helped me out though. Thank you.
dumbass. That is good.
That's real, keeping it real.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
Military and stuff.
Yeah. I'm not taking any of that away. I'm just trying to say, in our world, we have to figure out solutions.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's at. It's not a matter of looking at a problem. I see the problem. I know what the problem is.
Yeah, he governed.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, sir.
It's not like we have elders to go ask about AI. I mean, this is new. To
No,
We're all
this is all
going
new.
through this.
It's all new.
But we navigated MP3 players okay, so you know.
Let me ask you. Can I change the subject for a moment?
Airborne.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, I was fixing to.
I wanted to ask Army Vet a question.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, here's a real question. I know you mentioned they were talking about 9/11 for just a moment earlier, and I had a question for you that about the plane that went down in Pennsylvania.
What about it?
Okay, they said that the people on board fought and the plane went down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've always heard. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? And it sounds good, and I'm proud of them. Don't get me wrong, I'm proud of them. But what I'm sad that they're dead, but I'm proud of them. You know what I mean? But my question is, if somewhere like that were to happen again, okay, do you think that humans are the people on the plane would react faster now because they know that this is going into a building or some or whatever, or do you think they would just stop there?
What you're talking about is awareness.
Yes, sir.
You remember your question you're asking, when did it happen? Okay, we were living how many years ago? But I don't even want to know. My bad. Go back then. Now ask that question back then. Nobody ever thought someone would get up out the seat, walk into the jet. Nobody thought. In this country, no one were aware of this. That it could happen.
I've got a simple answer.
Because I'm military.
I think on a civilian level, on the civilian side, I think that question was actually answered in real time. Real time on that day, because the first two planes were still in shock. They didn't know where they were going. They didn't know what was going on. The building was coming, right? But everybody's on the cell phones, remember, on the planes. We're getting all kinds of calls and messages off the planes. So somewhere during all that, the plane that was going over Pennsylvania, they were made aware in the air what was going on.
Thank you.
And that they had already put two planes in the towers and one in the Pentagon. And
I wasn't aware of that.
Now they're figuring out, oh shit, in real time, we are headed to the White House.
And they rushed the cabin.
So they said
that's great. Okay. So I didn't understand.
I want to say that in human nature, give props to the fact that that actually happened that day in real time. So I absolutely believe that if it happened again,
yes, ma'am,
there would be a quicker reaction. I do. I mean, because it played out in real time that day.
It did. My point was that if you see somebody on a plane and it's got what was it? It was a
box cutter.
Box cutter. I'm gonna pick up the first old lady I can find and throw her on him, and then I'm gonna fucking go attack him. You know what I mean? That's just me though. But that's
you are using 2025 mindset with them back then. That's why I say take yourself back then.
It was a box cutter.
No, but you also remember back then a dude would take over a whole damn plane with a pistol, and it's 50,000 people on the damn plane. Remember them days? They'll
Yes.
just sit on the tarmac, and this dude just got one gun and wait
What
for
they
18 more
yeah.
people to get some guns.
What they
Like,
figured
it
out,
make no sense.
where the mindset on that plane going to Pennsylvania or over Pennsylvania went real fast was, look, guys, they can
We
only
got to do
cut us,
this.
they can only cut us so fast and one at a time.
Now,
Yeah.
And there's way more of us than there are of them.
now,
I didn't mean to
what?
bring this up to make a
No,
bad argument. I just wanted to
no,
make a
no, no,
point.
no, 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 no. Now, what you're saying, this is going to tie into what Mouse found out yesterday, and what I told her I was doing, and this is going to tie all into us going on this. I was deployed, and Mouse found out it was a war game simulation of this exact same thing going on a day before.
Oh shit!
She found out yesterday.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd heard that.
Wow.
But she also knew I was not in the United States. I was leaving. So I
Yeah.
was, and it was like, holy shit. She was like, and I knew she put it together right then. Because I was surprised they knew that. I was very and that was Matthew, young them. Shout out. Yeah. I was surprised they found that. I was very surprised. Because not many men in the military at that moment was moving. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say only a few people you only gonna allow that a few people. That information. A day before?
Yeah. So let's start on the 10th. And let's talk about AV, what it looked like on the military side, not the civilian side, on the active duty military side.
On the active duty, we had traveled from Fort Huachuca,
which is in Arizona,
on the 9th, because we was going to be the hub of all communications maintained in the air, headed over Africa, the Middle East, and Egypt, because the simulation was 18 of the attackers was coming from Egypt. All communications will be down. You will be in charge of special ops units entering Egypt, trying to get them. That was our mission.
Now, right there, pause for a second. Going into this, were you and the guys or the people told, exactly what was going on? Or what were you, where did y'all think y'all were going and why?
We were told to lie to all of them and tell them they were on a training mission, but we were active because we was the most elite signal corps on the planet. And they wanted our communications to be over in the Middle East at that specific time, at that specific point, using our specific personnel, our whole unit. So we were using this war games because it was over in Korea. You can look it up. It's called UFL, and just look up 2000. And it was a mystery mission, but it was a hidden mission to go after them guys over there. Like, it was a real mission for us, but we knew what we were doing. Right. Now we flew out and we hit New York. Well, old boy gave us some food.
You started in Arizona, and then you landed in New York before you flew out of the country?
Yeah, but Dover is usually where we transfer and get the fuck out of the country.
Yeah, he was telling me yesterday. We was talking about Rudy Giuliani and how great Rudy was to them as they come through on their way out. How hospitable he was. Make sure they had lunch. Yeah. All these things. Okay, so you get on a plane. But mind you, guys, this here in America. What day is it? Is it the 10th?
Remember, we hit there before midnight, so it's probably we hit that red eye flight because we was trying to get there as soon as possible.
Right.
But because it was a classified, we had to get airspace, so they kept us there. It was moving us around. But by the time we got, I ain't gonna tell you because you're no speed and shit like that. By the time we got where we were in Egypt that morning, and there. It's the 10th. Here, it's the 11th.
Right.
Now, I still to this day, I don't know what happened or what time it happened. So I don't know on America. You know, Mouse, I I just leave that alone because I don't even want to remember that part.
Right.
But whenever this shit happened over here, our mission changed. It was like, okay, we're gonna have a mission change for you guys. This is what happened, and they was like, the mission is off. Y'all not 100% like this. It's like this is the mission now.
Right.
It's September 11th. Let's see. 2 planes hit the towers. We got a third one doing this, and all communications are off, and you will be the hub for all communications because no flights, no this, and
Now,
we
how
need
much
all.
of that day in real time were y'all getting actual information? Like, how did y'all learn that day that the planes were in the tower, or did y'all just know something happened?
A month later.
A month later. So y'all were out there still in quote
Yeah.
training or whatever.
We had no.
So what? Y'all didn't even know something happened.
No, they didn't, nothing. Like it was just normal. We was just kicking up, just
And
normal in
okay.
Egypt.
And as far as communication, like back home to the family, was that blacked out?
Yes,
So
because
y'all,
we was on a real fucking mission. So it's everything that changed. But our families knew we left.
and that's all they knew. Like
Yep.
right there is where their knowledge ended. And then, of course, fast forward into the day here in America, everything goes crazy on the 11th. So now, people here don't know if the soldiers made it out of New York. They know they were headed there, right? Don't know if they got on that flight. They can't get any information at all about soldiers.
Most military know before you do this, what do they let you do? You go on leave.
Yeah.
If you're going to go over there about 3-4 months, hey, everybody take 30 days, go, so the entire fucking family. You know what I'm saying, pal? They're like, hey, you coming home, barbecue. So your cousin, Mouse, my daughter.
Yeah. All right, let's go back. So back in, you're there for a month. What are you guys doing for a month?
Basically doing communications, other stuff.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, it's open. I just challenge the conversation.
How many hours is it from New York to Egypt?
X.
Timeline.
I'm sure they know. Just Google it. Just Google it, y'all. It's right
I
there.
have no idea.
I was finna say time and speed, and y'all will get how fast, but then that would reveal some shit that y'all shouldn't know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, if it was 9 o'clock here, what time would it have been in Egypt?
I think 9 o'clock, like a few hours later, but it will be the next day. It would be the day before.
The time difference is almost a whole day between here and there.
Because for some reason, when we landed, it was the same time we left. Around, and I was like, that was fucking weird.
That was a time warp, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was just weird. Leave it somewhere on the tent and arrive somewhere on the tent, some shit like that. Yeah.
Lady
So
Oscar,
whatever it was, we landed.
direct flight would be 10 to 12 hours.
That's why I ain't giving y'all no time or distance. Y'all good.
All we did was ride the clock backwards.
Yeah.
And we landed.
Nah, I tell you, that's why I was like, hey, hold up. I had to catch myself like, whoa, slow down. You tell me how fast you getting there, dog. Get the fuck out. Slow down.
Yeah, it was a good long flight, though. It was, one of those long, stuffy,
Slow down. Slow down. I'm telling you. Oh, but yeah. And it was more, it isn't, it was the month later.
Okay.
I mean, everything y'all went through, I have no idea.
Right.
No fucking idea. Because we was deemed critical and classified. What the fuck you think if we were the only communication company out there, if we found out, and this is what they told me to tell my soldiers, what the fuck gonna happen if you find out your team that this has happened? Do you think they will function correctly? Do you honestly think they're gonna function correctly? Do you think they mental gonna be on providing this of what's going on in this fucking world right now? The world is fucking burning up. He ceased all flights, so there's no help coming. What do you want us to do? And I'm like, that.
Yeah.
But then this is why I tell people you will follow orders. The first person I thought of was my mama and my daughter.
I bet.
Now
So how
this
long was it till you actually got to call home?
a month later. Before we even was allowed to know.
Wow. So they told y'all and then let y'all call home?
No, they got us all in a room, and it was chaplains and shit like that. I guess after what happened over here, it actually stopped. I guess the crisis stopped. You know what I'm saying? Because then
Yeah.
y'all were like, I don't know what, but from what I was, if I listened to TV or snippets before I cut it off, it's like y'all knew what country they came from, and it was Saudi Arabia, and who was funding, and this and this and this and this. Bits and pieces of what I know what's true and what y'all were fed. So I kind of don't know unless somebody said. But until I tell them this, like, how would I know what went on? Like, how? And especially if I told myself I'm not gonna relive that, and my family says because y'all remember they knew I left New York, and for 25 days they thought I was dead.
They didn't know, couldn't get information.
They knew my job. If you know where I came from and you knew my job, they knew that they wasn't telling. They knew because they know me. They know I'm gonna send some message, something.
Yeah.
They know me. They're like my family, the military. They know nothing. So lo and behold, I had to call. First person, and she just passed out.
Oh Lord. Huh. Wow. I can imagine that would just be wild.
So
And so how long did y'all guys stay over there per mission?
we supposed to be over there 3 months, and it turned to 16.
Figure. Typical of the Army, Navy.
You know that extend your shit in her bag, no matter whether you fucking like it or not. They don't care.
That's it.
Exactly. And that's what, and Mouse get that. That's why I say, but y'all also gotta understand. My whole family was calling Red Cross, and they was giving them the same bullshit.
Well, when it was something like that, I can understand that. It doesn't make it hard or easy on the families, no.
Yeah, but you also know me as an intelligence officer also tells me they will slid a folder and say, "You see this? No."
Well,
Because on that day, every soldier got called. You don't think so? You don't think every mama tried to get a hold of their baby near New York, Pennsylvania? Like, it was some movement on that day. It wasn't just me. I had soldiers delete themselves because of this. I had families in New York. Man, y'all, it's...
Oh yeah.
And then that's 16 months, y'all. And that was the most AWOLs I have ever seen in my life. I went back over there after a month leave, Mouse, me and a little girl, an 18-year-old recruit. Because everybody either got pregnant, said, fuck that, y'all lied to me. That's why most people you see in the military don't talk about it, because they got the fuck. Man.
Right. And I get that.
And I get it. I get it. That's why I leave it alone. But y'all left me over there with the kids.
Yeah.
Fucking kids, man.
Wow. And y'all, the reason I ask, what I remember about 9/11, being a civilian, it I don't know if it was just watching too many movies, being a Gen X kid, or just being naive. But in the back of our head, even the boys that weren't signed up jumped up and was ready to go to war.
Yeah,
This was
yeah.
Yeah.
black eye. And so in our minds, you guys were over there handling the most important business ever. We didn't know where y'all were, what y'all were
No
doing.
doubt.
But
No
honestly,
doubt.
in our head, just like a cartoon, in our minds, we thought y'all were okay, more okay than us civilians, and y'all were handling business. We had no
Mhm.
idea the blackouts, the, you know,
No airplanes in the sky for days. It
Hmm.
was weird. No contrails. You see contrails every
that
day,
is something I did
but
want to
then
ask
there's
you, Harry.
nothing.
You're a little older than us, and you have, you're a history buff. We were talking, and as far as Generation X is concerned, 9/11 was the first time that, we really wowed at something. It really opened our eyes. We grew up thinking we were untouchable in the
Some
80s,
yeah,
you know.
something that
So
yeah, Mal said something that what cut the heart of America,
yeah,
major
so was
change.
there something,
Yeah.
and I assume probably Kennedy getting shot or something to that effect.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
for y'all's generation, what was that big one thing that, like, you knew where you were, you never forgot it?
Bobby Kennedy's assassination.
Hmm.
How old were you when that happened?
Oh my God, what was that? 68? If it was 68, it would have been I would have been 12 years old depending on the month.
So you're, still quite a kid, almost a grown up,
Yeah,
still quite a
yeah.
kid. What was it like? If I remember right, y'all were sitting in class during school. So do you remember how you found out Kennedy was shot? Where you were and how you found out?
I just remember a lot of adults being really upset. And then they'd have the TV on to the news and they showed it on the news. I didn't pay much attention to it, but I remember it.
So, like, the youngsters didn't understand, the gravity that they lost a leader in that moment.
Yeah, because back when John F. Kennedy was shot, I was only what, 6 years old, 5 years old, something like that. I was born in 56. He was shot in 63. Oh, okay. I was 6 or 7.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay, I got one for Hairbag. Going to the moon when United States made it to the moon before Russia.
Okay,
That whole
fair.
thing. What year was that?
69.
Which one, as back then, do you think moved the country forward? Was
Moon
it the set?
landing.
That's what I
Moon
was finna get
landing.
at, man. Yeah, good shit,
Yeah.
Hairbag. Because we were trying to get comparisons on 9/11. It changed the country.
Yep.
COVID, C-19 changed the country, and the moon landing changed the country. Okay, okay,
There was so much pride after the moon landing, it wasn't funny. And
that's
you
what I
know
was
what
saying. Yeah.
really gets my goat? When people come on like Kim Kardashian and says the moon landing was fake.
Oh, that's the generation, Mouse. Boy, you better watch out, Mouse. You better leave him alone. They're
Oh,
gonna hit you.
no.
Don't
Melby.
say it was fake. I watched the damn thing. There
See?
is no way they faked that thing.
Ooh, hairbag. They finna get you. You might want to get you a whole new cigarette.
I'm
TV's
opening
coming.
my pack right now. Let's go.
Ooh, they are coming, hairbag. They finna tell.
No.
Oh, shit. Y'all be gentle. A joke.
But as far as, being scared and being a new kind of aware, I would, I would think it would have, the fear would have been in the shooting more than the moon. Lady Autumn said, we had the Challenger explode, and that is true.
Mm,
We were what? I was like third grade,
yeah.
but I didn't feel that close to it. Like it was something we seen on TV, and we
Yeah.
didn't know anybody
We didn't know no
on
better.
there. It was a blow to America as far as our race, and there was a teacher, But as far as really rattling us to the core, us Gen Xers, and opening our eyes to reality, I think it was 9/11
Boy,
because we ourselves were scared. We didn't know what tomorrow was going to look like. We didn't know if they were going to hit us again. We didn't know what this was about, and it took so long for the information to slowly dribble out
Mhm.
after that day.
That's when I knew. As a soldier, that's when I knew.
But I think, the media and the sound bites and, the flashes of images that they berated us with just deepen the trauma to Americans. And that's that stuff that I tell you not to look at, Army Vet. And
Mhm.
it was on the 5 o'clock news, the 6 o'clock news, the 7 o'clock news, over and over and over.
Mhm. But for me, it told me this: if we were the top at Fort Huachuca back then, and they can manipulate us, and we had massive control over everything, y'all don't stand a fucking chance.
Yeah, I mean that was, I think, the biggest thing we learned that day is we weren't near as safe as we thought. We didn't control anything. Anything could happen. We were in
And
control of nothing in the world, in life.
and I don't know if it's the first time or the second time. I really don't know because and I barely remember this because I was deployed. Do y'all remember? And y'all can help me out. We went to war on some chemical weapons somewhere, and they said Saddam Hussein had these chemical weapons, and they went either before Congress or the War Court to prove whatever that was. That
I think it was 2006, 2008, wasn't it?
I don't know. See, it's blank. I have no idea about that day, but it was.
When did we invade or whatever you want to call it, Iraq?
Actually,
Remember that?
we had been in the Middle East
Yeah.
before 9/11 because I remember in high school some of the kids signing out early to go to the army.
Yeah.
And I was in high
Yeah.
school, and
I believe we
9/11
went
didn't
in
happen
there
until
around 90,
2000.
91, right around in that area.
No, that's when I went to the Desert Storm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Ninety
that would
ninety
have
one was when I went to Desert Storm.
that's what it
It
was.
was after that. It was a few years after. It was like
So we
six
we
or 8
went
years after
from
that.
we went from Desert Storm, that one, to
Whatever,
Iraqi Freedom.
about figuring it
Iraqi
out.
freedom. That's right.
Yeah,
To
yeah, yeah.
Iraqi Freedom.
Everybody,
That
once
was
y'all
the
figure,
one.
yeah. Once y'all figure it out, that's when I can pick up because I was over there for a long. That was my first one, and that's when I
Okay.
knew.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the Iraqi Freedom.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's where
is
we
that
went and pissed all in his palace.
Yeah. I was in the first Gulf War.
okay? I ain't never said this, but where we were different. We were at a point where, and I'm sure y'all will help, and some of y'all will know. Back then, they were worried about an amphibious assault coming through there. So they were worried about water. So that was the first time we were using dolphins with AI for
Oh
explosives. So
my
we
God,
was
I
using,
had forgot about that.
yeah.
That's right.
Let's go back then. Let's go.
Oh
That's why I want y'all to
wow.
put y'all mindset back then, where we had the new hydroplane, sea weapons, because we was finna make a assault that way, and come the other way also through that other country we had taken over.
And you can't tell me they're still not using the dolphins.
Okay,
Hey, you
allegedly,
gotta
allegedly,
decide.
allegedly,
For
allegedly,
the
allegedly,
time, it was kind of brilliant. You gotta admit it. Like,
allegedly, y'all. Everything is allegedly.
it was kind of brilliant.
Eleven.
When it comes to AB, it's got to be.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, we were top For Huachuca.
But you're right. You are right. Yeah.
Now, now, what happened was all of that shit was on the screen, where everything we were there was looking for. You know what I'm saying? That's what he went to. Then all of a sudden, I woke up the next day and noticed I had the top, and that shit was gone. And I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, what the fuck? That's when everybody starts saying, "Where's the mass? Like, where's where?" I mean, think about everybody seeing the scene. Yeah, we seen this run on our fucking computers. Then the next day, bam, they're gone.
Wow.
Legend. That shit.
CIA scrubbed.
No. Nope. No, ma'am.
Who scrubbed it?
They never found any.
The only people that was above us, and this goes to the second thing. When was the WikiLeaks investigation?
Oh shit, I don't know.
13, wasn't it?
Now, notice how I'm taking y'all through where I was in these moments.
I'm gonna have to type.
Mm-hmm. What year?
Was it 2005?
I thought it was 13.
13, 14, some shit like that.
But my memory is.
I thought it was longer ago than that.
It was launched in 2006.
Stop right there. Is that before September?
Yeah, no, it's after.
Mm-hmm.
Look at.
What year was it?
It should be an after all the wars, and they found out that we had technology that could have prevented all. That's what people haven't put together.
Was his name? God damn it.
WikiLeaks. What's that? Sharanji.
2010.
No. This is 2004. That's not the one I'm looking for.
Julian Sausage. Oh, my bad, y'all. I ain't taking this for real, y'all.
Assange? What is Julian Assange or something like that?
Julian Sausage.
I remember the name. I just don't remember.
Yeah, ask any war question of, is this real? Was smallpox real? Yeah.
He founded WikiLeaks in 2006.
Mm-hmm. And
Chelsea Manning. That's what I was looking for.
What was her job? What was her job in the military?
Activist whistleblower. Well, she finally got the whistleblower name. Oh, and there's a picture. Wow. Intelligence. I know that. Let me see.
In 2010, WikiLeaks released a video showing the helicopter strike in Iraq that killed civilians.
Mm-hmm.
In 2011, the documents were publicly disclosed, leading to a widespread news coverage and significant controversy.
And ask this question: what did it reveal about? What did the leaks reveal about NSA and what NSA does?
Oh, that's way down in here.
Yeah, you got to find that. Big Dog Ma, you so crazy.
I'm still trying to figure out how high he went. I know he was intelligence. I was trying to figure out how high.
Yeah, Big Dog Ma.
I did too, and I laughed.
I thought Gigi was gonna do it first.
I wouldn't have been.
Because he should have revealed to y'all the technology NSA. You understand that they was created before September 11th.
If he is Big Dog Ma, he's got to run now. Like
pause.
They are gonna come kick his ass now.
Snowden got caught up in 2013.
Snowden was the one I was thinking of, not Chelsea.
Yeah.
But Chelsea was one of them.
And then in 2001 through 2007, warrantless surveillance program.
What year? What year?
2001 to 2007.
When was September 11th?
2001.
99 and
Yeah,
what?
2001.
2001. I apologize. So it was before that. It was right at, well, 9/11 occurred right around the same time. Let's say that.
So yeah. So was he
And then a
and-
whistle, he leaked information about NSA's global surveillance programs.
How many times did Mouse you have asked me? You was like, but I was like, Mouse, we knew. She was like, but I was like, Mouse, we know everything. We knew. We know everything. And
Hey,
you're finding out right now, like, yeah, we did. Yeah, we was serving before the world caught up with us. We were doing what the world is doing now, September 11th.
Army vet. Somebody asked in the chat I saw a minute ago about following orders in the military
What about
and the repercussions for not following orders.
depending on your job?
Really? Well, I mean, it starts out like I'm talking about Article 15, and then they take half your money, and then they stockade. You know what I'm talking about? That there's a process, is what I'm trying to get at. That you are going to follow them orders.
Say that again.
That most likely 9 out of 10 soldiers are going to follow them orders, or you're going to end up in a stockade.
How many soldiers do you know that was drinking and driving, beating their wife? Mouse, you can join in, that you heard doing bad shit. Come on, people. They regular human beings like you. They fuck up too. But
There's
how many of them are,
3 of all of them left?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I hear what you're saying. They follow orders. They don't even follow orders in fucking real life. What make you think they're going to do it?
Come on, Army vet. You know, there's certain units in the military that are very stringent, and you follow orders.
Say that
you
again.
You won't even make it into that unit if you don't follow orders.
And you don't think they rebel against Congress and the Senate?
Who? I'm sorry, Army vet. I apologize.
The military.
Do I think they
disagree? Majority. Do you think the military agree or disagree with the Senate and Congress majority of the time? That's up to you.
I don't think they even make account for it. I think they're following orders. You know, whoever's in charge is given order. You do it.
What's in the back of every man's mind?
A woman.
Exactly.
He said it right.
He's right. He is completely right. They're mothers.
Well, I understand that. I mean, I'm just trying to say to people, it's not as easy. I think as a former soldier, I was just following orders. You know, and do I have some regrets about those orders? I damn sure do. You know the deal, Army vet, but that has nothing to do with it now. I should have said something then.
Yeah, I know. I'm the type to say something then. I'm that then. I'm that then.
Well, I get it, Army vet. I was, you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
There's units inside the U.S. military. I don't care if you told them to kill their mama, they probably would.
Units.
Those are the 3 that's left.
Units.
No. Person, yes. Unit, no. Because now you're taking morals. You're taking morals out. You're taking if that's a Christian man or not. If he was raised by, you're taking all of that and saying he will put his flag over his family. And I don't know, meaning the reason men go in is because of their family, not the flag.
I understand, Army vet, and I did the same. But when I went to the war, Desert Storm, and I had to kick in somebody's door, when I went in that door, and whatever happened afterwards, nowadays I feel like fucking shit.
I know.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's a part of it.
Yeah,
because I know that If they came to my house and kicked in my door, you know, what's the difference?
No.
Yeah,
It's you look at it as part of that uniform. You know, it's part of the uniform. You're gonna
yeah,
do some shit you don't want to do.
that's right.
It's part of it.
And you
That's
just
why
got
I'm
to
not.
do it.
Yeah, that's why. No, what I'm saying is that's why many men don't do that because there's some hard decisions that have to be made for you, your family, and the men that are around them are hard as a man.
True.
Them are hard, and not many men will even strap that uniform to make. That's why what you're saying is respect. But I know it. Them are some hard decisions you had to make. Hairbag had to make. That's why I fought. No, them are some fucking hard decisions because you don't want to leave your family,
Hang on.
but you
No.
have to. But you have to.
But the guy beside you, when you're in the military, the guy beside you is almost
Going through the
your
same
family.
shit you are, and going
He's your
through it.
family, bro. He's
Yeah.
your fucking family. The only person you can trust. You can't think of. I mean, I loved my family, but when shit hit the fan, I wasn't thinking about them. I was trying to get the fuck out of that. And I knew my partner had my back,
True.
my battle buddy, as you used to call him. You know,
Mm-hmm. I get it. I get it.
they become
I
like
get it.
family, man. They become like family, and you know if they're getting hurt, it almost hurts you.
Mm-hmm. That's why
You'll
many
take the
vet.
same punishment with them.
That's why many veterans don't talk. That's why it's so hard because what you went through, it's hard to tell. You are not going to express that with your family. You express it with everybody
No.
else because you
Yeah.
ain't gonna let them know that pain. Them are hard shit, man. That's
No,
what I'm
I don't want
saying.
to. My wife's sitting right next to me right now, and she knows very little about my time in the military. And it's because it's not something I don't even go to the VFW, Army vet. And the reason why I don't go to the VFW, you pour a little beer in me, all I want to, people talk about that goddamn war, and I don't want to hear it no more, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I don't mean no disrespect to nobody, but I'm fighting my own war.
Hey, that's why I go there, put an Xbox in the front of their face, and like, let's play some Call of Duty. I'll get you back there, but we're gonna have some fun
Thank
while
you,
we're
bro.
doing it. Hell
Thank you,
yeah.
bro.
I mean, it's what you said. Give them solutions.
Yeah.
Solutions.
I didn't mean to break the conversation. I wanted to say that, man. It's just my perception. I miss that camaraderie, in fact, Army vet. That's the one thing I miss about it. Did everybody stop?
I'm sorry. No, I mean they say that's what we're doing now on social media is finding our tribe.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe
I'm sorry, I
my,
had a phone call. I missed out of that.
no problem, no problem. I thought it was my voice. It's that southern accent.
No,
It's that southern accent. Run people away.
I got a phone call and they told me what they wanted to eat, and I can do that.
I can do that. You got how many kids you got?
Me, I got 4.
4 kids, boys or girls?
3 boys and a girl.
Nice.
Man, it took me everything to get that girl.
Hey, there was a guy on here. I can't see very good. There was a guy on here named Hairbag. Is he still here?
Oh, yeah, let me pop him back up. Sorry.
I wanted to ask him a little bit about.
Sorry, Hairbag.
That's okay.
My apology, Hairbag. I hope I'm not bothering you. I had a couple questions, but they said you were pretty much of a historian yourself, and I kind of I studied a lot about Vietnam. You know what I mean? And I tried to understand it a little bit, and I was wondering if you ever came up with for a reason for it. I mean, a solid reason why we went there. You know what I mean?
You
I'm still
just
wondering about where I went and if there was a solid reason for it.
I
Hairbag.
can
So don't think I'm
answer
being
that with
disrespectful. It's
one
not that, bro.
sentence, dude. I can answer that with one sentence.
Yes, sir.
You just asked the $1,000,000 question. Why did we get into it?
Yes, sir. I've always wondered. I've never understood.
Well, me either. Nobody has. That's my point. There was no
Well, hell,
reason for us to get into it.
well, Hairbag. I'm sorry I asked the question. I'm curious about it because it
I'm
seems
just
like such a. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm talking over you, sir. Go ahead.
no, I was just trying to let you know my view on it. Nobody even knows exactly why we were in there. The only thing I can come up with, if it would make sense, would
Yes, sir.
be economics.
Yeah. Okay. And how economically did it help us?
I have no clue.
See, I remember World War II. Don't remember it, a little bit of study. And I remember they said that the job market was great because everybody was working toward the war. People were making bullets or bombs or something. But when I studied Vietnam, it don't seem as though it was a job creator.
No,
And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can advise me. I'm just asking.
Yeah, thinking about it, I think you're right. I don't remember the Vietnam War being like, the world wars with, Rosie the Riveter and all this kind of thing coming out of it.
I've never read
I
no
don't
history
even,
where it created. I'm sorry.
did we have any metal shortages during Vietnam like we normally do?
Well, it was the free living years. You know what I mean? During 68 through 75, I think. Do I have those years right, Hairbag? You'll have to correct me if I do.
Yeah.
And it was the free living world. You know what I mean? We were going into this war, and there was a lot of people back in the States that were what do you call it, flower child? I guess that's what you would refer to them. They just and everybody was hating the idea of going to war, but we went anyway.
There again, that's my explanation. Nobody could figure out why we were there. That's why they had all the protests about it.
Wow, bro! I can't see how, I know that was going to be your answer, and it bothers me because when I think about all the people we lost, and we lost some good men because I had an uncle that was in that group, and we lost great men, and the men that came back there's a lot of them hurting. You know what I'm talking about here, back. They're hurting bad, and you can't heal that kind of pain.
And look, and here's something else that got to me too. Look how the veterans from Vietnam were treated when they got back.
Yes, sir. It's fucking disgraceful.
All because of a few bad apples that went in there and decided to take it upon themselves to eliminate entire villages.
Yeah.
And it was not the whole Army, Marines, whatever. It was just a select few that did that.
Yes, sir.
And it tarnished the whole service for Vietnam. And I think that is such a shame.
Do you think that here's another question here, Mike. Like the media is what I'm trying to get at. Do you think the media fed us just the negative to make it more negative? You know what I'm saying? Or was it a fact that, because it couldn't have been that many people, like you said, Hairbag, it's just a few people.
Well, it just made the rest of us look like we were all baby killers, as they put it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you weren't. That's the weird thing. That's what I don't get. Why was the media showing more of that kind of stuff than the true heroes that were just trying to save each other and get the fuck out?
Yeah, exactly.
I never understood that. And then as life progressed, they got no respect I'm gonna be honest with you. As you know, I'm a veteran too, hairbag. And when I go to the VA, you can see you. Are you a veteran, hairbag? Let me ask you that first.
Yes, I was in the Navy.
Thank you for your service, sir. When you go to the VA, I don't know where you go to the VA at, but I go to the VA, and when I go to the VA, occasionally I'll see these men, one leg,
Oh,
missing
yeah.
two legs, amputees, and most of them, 90% of them from the Vietnam era. Okay? And
Okay.
then when I go to the fucking VA office, they're not even getting good pay. They're not getting supplemented properly. They're not, you know what I mean? They're getting half-ass care sometimes.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to get to, sir. And it bugs me because I go in there and it's like, you know, they want to escort us younger people to the front of the line. Bruh, you need to respect your elders. You need to take care of the real heroes. I didn't do shit compared to them.
This country needs to have more respect for its veterans, is what it needs.
Yes, I agree with you.
And they don't need to be homeless. To me, that's a slap in the face because they put their lives on their line for our country, and now they're homeless. That's a bunch of bullpucky.
I never understood that either, my friend. It's crazy. And then they have all these abandoned buildings. They have these hotel rooms that don't go used. There's a way. You know what I mean, my brother?
Mm,
There is a way to house these people. This is bullshit.
it is.
You know.
No, but they got all this housing for all the rich people, though.
Fucking right. Fucking right, brother. It's all about the dollar, ain't it?
They don't consider it for homeless people. It's all for the people that can afford to pay $2,500 to $4,500 a month for rent.
Yeah, and I don't know where you're from, Hairbag, but that's about right. That's the kind of rents going on, you know, in places. Big rents. And that's why I was talking earlier about all that bullshit, because it's like, I care about people, Hairbag, you know, and I've seen so many people get mistreated that don't deserve it.
Well, here's
Go ahead, sir.
one that I can make you relate to.
Yes,
I'm in
sir.
a studio apartment, and thank God it's HUD.
Yes,
If
sir.
it wasn't, I'd be paying over $700 a month. I get less than $1,000 a month, and I'd have to pay my own utilities
That's
and buy
insane.
my own food. Now, with it being HUD, though, I only pay $189.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because you don't have to run the heat as much.
No, I still pay for my heat,
Oh,
but it's all electric. I cook with electric. I hate it. I'd rather cook with gas because you can regulate your heat better. Because
Yes,
when you go down on low with a electric stove, it doesn't go low. It's still like on one, and you can end up burning everything you're trying to cook.
True that, brother. True that.
But I mean, it's a nice place. But to me, I don't think it's worth $700 a month, though. There are people in this building that do pay the full amount, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What?
Are you in VA housing?
No,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just was wondering.
no,
That
you're
was-
not to be sorry for.
Well, I'm just wondering because some places offer that, you know. I don't know how you qualify or anything, but they offer these VA housing places. You know, some are. I don't know if they're cheaper though. That's my question. I don't know if they'd be cheaper though, my brother. Everything's so fucking expensive everywhere, and it's been expensive. It's not like I'm claiming new expense. You know what I mean?
Well, here's I
Go ahead.
can't. They've got one grocery store here in this town, right? That's accessible.
Oh man.
You go down there to buy a dozen eggs.
Yes, sir.
$8.99 a dozen.
Oh God.
A
But
loaf
here's
of
my deal,
bread.
though.
A regular loaf of white bread,
Yes, sir.
$5.99.
That's fuckery. That's pure fuckery, man. That's not right.
And that's all because this is classified as a vacation town during the summer. They don't lower their prices after the summer goes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I have no choice because I don't own a vehicle yet.
Yes, sir.
I have to get whatever I want either out of the pizzeria, which is the mainstay basically, or I have to put out the exuberant price for down there at that, what they call the grocery.
Right.
Gigi says the grocery prices have gone down out there on the west end of the country where she's at since the SNAP scare. But guys, I heard something that made me stop in my tracks, and Gigi's gonna get me for this, but this is for you, Gigi. When I heard he was lowering tariffs on beef, and that's all fine and good. It will lower our cost of groceries. But here's my point, though. Where I sit, do you know how many head of cattle sit between me and the barge that meat came in on? Like, why am I getting meat off a barge overseas when there's meat in our own country?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? To me, the thought of not, you got to realize if beef has a tariff, it's coming in on a barge from another country. We don't know their quality control. We don't know how long it sat on the barge before it cleared customs.
Exactly.
We don't know how long the trip took to, and I'm just like, ew. Like, ew. So we kind of went a different route, and we went locally and found some local beef that, you can go to a butcher shop and actually get local beef from the farmers. They actually do leave some beef there for them to sell. Eggs, we get fresh eggs, but start paying attention to actually where your stuff is coming from. And to me, that shouldn't have a tariff price on it. So it shouldn't be twice as much.
Well, you know what? With that beef coming in on the barges, as you put it, I think there should have been a law put in there where we look after our own before we bring in somebody else's beef.
Yeah, I get, leveling out the groceries, but I thought, whether you're for or against the tariffs, the fact that a beef was a part of it tells me I don't need to be eating that beef. I need to pay attention to where my beef is coming from. Because, running into Walmart and buying it out of the frozen section, I don't know where it came from. And it's probably going to be way more expensive than the beef I can go buy locally.
Did you read Ma's comment?
Supply and demand. Get your beef local and your sausage even closer. We don't talk about the hog secrets, the dog. That's for getting rid of secrets. And so that's something else we can do to pay attention to our cost, is pay attention to where our products are coming from. Is if we don't want to pay the tariff prices, then make sure it never hits a barge. Right?
Right.
And I did. I went down and got some fresh beef from a guy I know. I actually know where the cow came from, and he had the cow processed. And oh my God, the difference in taste, man. Guys, I'm telling you, local beef is it.
Now with coffee, now you gotta bring in the beans, but Folgers makes the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'll defend Folgers. Folgers is made in New Orleans. I don't know where they get their beans.
That's correct.
But
we even got community down in New Orleans.
Yeah. I
We
know
even got community coffee.
that. And the only reason I know that is because that was my biggest problem through the hurricane. Oh my God, the coffee was shut down.
Yes, ma'am. And I don't know, Army vet can vouch for this, but there used to be a company there called Bunny Bread, and I used to park outside this bread plant all the time just to just to roll down my window and smell the good stuff, you know.
Oh, that is such a good smell, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, the fresh baked bread, bro. I can't.
Oh,
There's
man.
nothing better.
The town I'm from,
Yes, sir.
I had a bakery there like that, and it was a big distributor to around a couple counties around.
Sure.
And when I was going to school in the morning, I'd have to walk by it, and all that smell in the air was fabulous.
Wasn't that wonderful? I can remember that just like it was yesterday, brother.
And if anybody that hasn't had that opportunity, you've missed out because
Oh, you missed out on life. Go ahead and call it.
it is
Go ahead
it
and
is
call it.
a fantastic smell.
Oh my God. Even the coffee companies. You know what I mean, Hairbag? If you can park outside one of them and smell it, it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah, where I guess they grinding it or whatever they're doing. It's good.
We don't have one of those companies around.
Yeah, but at least you got that. You've been around that bunny bread or a bread store.
Yeah, or the bakery. Yes. And I'm not talking a storefront bakery. I'm talking a commercial sized bakery.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, that was such a good smell in the morning. It'd be cool, the air would be lower, and the smell would just permeate your nostril. Oh my God, it made you hungry.
It sure did, my brother. You calling it right.
Mouse,
Yeah.
do you know your white circle?
Am I?
Yeah. So is Steve.
Not to me. Let me look on that.
No, there's still a white circle.
Not on the YouTube side.
Well, I don't know what side's coming through on this end, but it's
You must have your data must be. I mean, whatever you're using memory. Maybe I need to hold on. Oh, my backgrounds. Try that one. How did that do?
no, you're still a circle, but I didn't see it flicker like it did before either.
Okay, it must be on your end because I see everybody.
Do you
Real
want me
nice.
to drop down and come back in?
Do what?
You want me to drop back down and come back
No,
in?
it's okay. It doesn't. Only thing that matters how it comes out on the YouTube side, right?
If this is YouTube side, okay.
No, this is the StreamYard side.
Well, then that's where it's coming out at.
Right. No, it starts here and it comes out.
Okay. All right.
See, they can see me in YouTube land, but we stand in StreamYard land, and it pushes us through YouTube.
Well, that's weird. Okay.
You know, Hairbag, my grandfather served in the Navy during World War II.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he sure did, bro. I'm glad he made it back, but you know.
My hat's off.
Yes, sir. Mine too. My hat's off to you too, brother.
I didn't.
That wasn't no joke, brother.
Now, wait a minute. I got to explain to you, though.
Okay.
When I was in boot camp,
Yes,
I
sir.
lost a point for becoming Hall of Fame Color Company.
Okay.
I was coming out of the head, and I got a blanket party.
What?
They knocked my ass out and threw me out of a 3-story window.
Holy fucking cow, bro.
Yeah. I was in a coma for about 10 days. And then I came out of it. I had broken both my arms, and they said the only reason my back or my neck weren't broke were because I landed on bushes that were below the window, because when I hit the bushes, it acted like a springboard and it shot me off onto the parade ground.
Oh, bro. Fuck, you went through it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did him cold.
They did you wrong, bro.
Yeah, so I went to a captain's mass. He asked me if I wanted to stay in or if I wanted out. And I looked him dead in the eye and I said, with all due respect, sir, are you fucking nuts? I
Yeah,
want out.
fucking right.
I can't trust people now.
Fuck no.
I wanted to be a gunner's mate. Now, what if I happen to make a mistake out there on the ocean? My ass would have been thrown overboard.
That is some true fuckery, bro. But I'm glad you're okay. But thank you for your service, brother. I'm sorry your service went the wrong way with these fuckheads, but thank you for trying to whatever, you know.
Yeah, they came to and they asked me questions after I woke up about who did it. And I told them, I says, I don't know. I came out, I got passed around the third, fourth rack, and a blanket went over me, and I just thought they were joking around. And I went to pull it off. Next thing I know, I'm getting hit with something really hard. But what was really hard was they had put bars of ivory soap in a sock and were beating me with them.
Yep, I've seen it. I've known what you're talking about, brother. It's fuckery. It's not right, and it's. I'm sorry you went through that, brother. I'll say that. I'm sorry you went through that.
Thank you.
The best
But you
thing
seem like a
is-
smart motherfucker, hairbag.
But you survived it. Fuck 'em.
You survived it. That takes a man right there.
No, I was a lot bigger than I am now, too. I was built back then.
Well, you know, somebody told me the other day, you know, this is a weird thing I have to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. The other day I had a young man over here. He was talking to me. He's wanting to go in the military. And he said, yeah, I want to have honor. You know, I'm going to go serve my country. And I said, bro, and I didn't mean this wrong, and I hope I don't offend anybody. But I said, bro, you don't have to go in the military to have honor. You don't have to do that. You just got to serve the people around you.
Yeah, serve God, you know.
And there's many ways to serve. You know, that's what I never understood about people. You know, everybody has the capacity to help a little. If everybody else was helping and all you had to do was help a little, you know, but it don't work like that, you know.
Right.
You can't get 3 people to agree on shit.
No, and now you got to worry about leadership.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's the thing. If you got a good group of people, my friend Mouse, you know, it's kind of, the leadership is kind of distributed. You know, you're going to be good at something that I'm not going to be good at.
Right.
And Hairbag's going to be good at something I'm not good at. But, you know, all together, somebody's good at something.
Right.
And if you put that all together, it can become something great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree with that very, very much, sir. You know, it's just like us trying to clean that desert. You know, it was crazy. You know, but we picked up thousands, tons of garbage out of the desert that people would just abandon. You know what I mean? And it felt good, man. It was just my way of contributing. You know.
Yeah. That's
But
crazy.
you don't have to do that. There's some people that are good at sitting at the computer and just talking to people.
Well, it sounds a lot like the story of, you know, Facebook. I've often said it cracks me up, really.
Yes.
You know, you start out with this, and I'm sorry, Zuckerberg, I'm sorry. I love you to death, but let's be honest. He was a little nerdy dude at college, and he was trying to figure out where the parties were, you know, where the happening spots were. So he makes this little app. And he thinks, you know, if I can get all the college kids using this app and we can like get a feed going, then I'll know where all the cool stuff's happening, right?
Sure.
And lo and behold, so he puts this app out, and the next thing you know, his grandma's taking over, and we've got kids, you know, our grandkids, and then, you know, the criminals come in and the pedophiles come, and this poor kid is before the Supreme Court.
Sure.
You know, it's like,
Sure.
Bless his heart. Now, did Facebook get out of control? Yeah, it did. It did. Was that his intent? No, and that's what makes it sad. Now, federal judges are holding him responsible for the pedophiles and the bullying and the algorithm and all of these things that are applied to Facebook. And all he wanted to do was just hang out with the cool kids in college.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That's crazy, isn't it? It's just the way life has changed a lot, even since COVID, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of change since then, where people, like, the only time I see kids out in my neighborhood playing is when the electricity's out.
Yeah. We moved completely different after COVID. I will agree with that wholeheartedly. We shop different. We visit different. We even budget different now.
The way we played when I grew up, I wouldn't give up for nothing. Because I'm a firm believer. You play in the dirt, you go do what you want to do when you're playing like that.
Oh, yeah.
It helps your immune system. You can't stay clean all the time, and who wants to stay clean? At the end of the day,
so right.
you go home, you take a bath or a shower, you're done.
Hairbag, you are right on target. When out in the homeless community, I think they thought COVID was going to destroy the homeless community. I really do. And they were trying to get them to take a lot of shots and shit like that, but nevertheless, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
But long story short, it didn't affect them. It didn't affect them that bad. Everybody got sick. I got COVID. I got sick, but I survived. But I was a nomad at the time. I was traveling. I was in the dirt. I was, so I know exactly what you mean, Hairback, and you're absolutely right.
I never got it, and the only time I ever knew anyone that I knew of that got it was back in 24.
Okay.
I remember that.
What?
I remember that. Wasn't it me who got Thanksgiving turkey and a side of COVID? What was that? No, that was year before last, wasn't it? I had finally gotten COVID like Thanksgiving before last, and we did all the things, separating, making sure everybody wasn't sick before we did get-togethers, all the things. Because my parents are elderly. Dad is fighting cancer. He had 3 battles so far. And mom got an iron problem and some blood issues, and
Sure.
she's weak. And so we were all like trying to protect them. And lo and behold, they brought us COVID for Thanksgiving.
Do you remember when measles was a big thing? And I think it was measles. And if you had somebody on your block that got measles, your parents would literally call them down to be near your kids to play.
Chickenpox parties. Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah. What was it called? Smallpox?
Chickenpox.
Chickenpox.
Yeah.
Chickenpox. You remember that?
We did this because we knew the kids were eventually at some point going to get chickenpox.
Might as well get it over with.
Yeah, let's get it over with before they start school, so they don't miss it. And they don't spread it to the school. Oh,
that's right.
And then when
that was a big thing.
Born,
that's why you got all these people with shingles now.
No, when my second one was born, that was what, 92, 93? They came out with varicella vaccination, which is the chickenpox vaccination. And I was like, nah.
They did that when I was a kid.
Vaccinating the chickenpox? Yeah. So, the kids are never going to get chickenpox ever. That's like a rite of passage.
That's right. I remember when we had the chickenpox
scars. We still got
no more of that shit.
My youngest brother got him so bad, my mom and dad had to take turns during the night holding him so he could sleep. And when he did finally wake up, they had to soak him in warm water to get the pajamas off of him.
Ooh.
Oh wow, that was a rough one.
Oh, he was plastered.
Wow. I can't remember having them, but I do remember the parties. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hearing about that.
Because I remember
Do
My
you mind
first
me
one,
asking how old you are, Steve?
Yes, sir. I'm 55.
Okay, I'm 69.
Nice to meet you,
another
Hairbag, though. I wanted to tell you that earlier.
Nice to meet you too.
hair bag, another Gen Xer. Ha ha ha. No, I'm just playing.
No, I'm born.
Man,
I'm
I love your knowledge, bro. It's a blessing, bro. Especially when you can meet somebody that can add to your repertoire. That's what I call it anyway.
yeah.
'Cause I like to learn. I'm a learner. And I'll be the first to admit that I don't know shit from Shaola, bro.
Well,
But
I'll tell you what I give my intelligence to, and I hate to admit this, but when I was growing up, from the time I was 10 until I was 17 and a half, I
yes,
was in a home for boys up in Buffalo.
okay, okay,
They
that's a
made,
rough.
they made me do homework, and I mean, there was no getting out of it. You did it, and it had to be right every time.
Wow,
I have to hand it to them, though. By them doing that, I learned.
true that.
I've only got a ninth grade education. I went into 10th and quit.
Me too, bro. Come on, let's have a spelling bee, bro. That'd be funny as fuck, wouldn't it?
Oh, I could I'm good at spelling.
I just
I'm
joking
good
there,
at-
man. I just trying to have fun, bro.
Well,
Anytime you see
that
me
tells me neither one of you made it
texting,
to calculus.
anytime you see
Ooh,
me,
don't bring me to that.
I don't use autocorrect. I spell it out myself.
Well, there goes my spelling bee opportunity.
Now, I'll tell you right now, I ain't even entering the spelling bee without spell check. I don't even
What?
know if I
I was
can
hoping to get
spell my
Hairbag on the
spelling
first
bee without
round.
spell check.
You see,
I was,
again, that's what I mean. Like when I was growing up in that home, spelling was one of the things I had to be good at. And this is another thing they did. They made me learn one new word on top of that and the meaning.
Right? Expand your vocabulary.
Yep, exactly. Each week, you had to learn a new, not the teacher telling you, the home told me to.
mm,
Now,
I had one of them things. I had one of them things that you spin and it lands on like pig or goat or something like that, and you pull the string, and then goat. That's how I learned my fucking shit, bro.
Oh, yeah. The baby toys. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Another thing that gets me
In
is
fact,
how
I just
my daughters and my sons, not one of them can tell time on a face clock.
Really?
Not one of them can handle pins.
when that
You know
core
why?
when that common core stuff come through the schools and all that, they quit teaching cursive, they quit teaching how to read a clock, they
Yeah,
quit teaching, checkbooks and
change.
budget.
They don't know how to make change.
Yeah, they didn't teach them how to count change. They sure didn't. I had to teach mine now.
I have asked my daughter, the 25-year-old, if you had a nickel, how many pennies would I have to give you to equal that? I don't know. It was like, really? They didn't teach you jack, did they?
It's crazy, ain't it? It's the way the education system works.
Oh man, it's terrible up
The
here.
funniest thing about this generation I learned was when it come to driving. And it wasn't real hard to teach them to drive. That was fairly normal. It was the navigation part. And like these kids have grown up in this town, watching out the window as I have drove every street in this town for whatever reason. And these children, I'm not kidding you, cannot go nowhere without their phone. And they grew up in this town watching me travel every street. And they had their heads in their phone. They didn't catch landmarks. They didn't. They don't know how to get to their friend's house without their phone. They cannot navigate naturally.
Isn't that crazy?
It's funny to me. I'm like, when we were
Fucking crazy,
teenagers,
bro.
we started out on foot as far as we could go, and then we hit bicycles as far as we could go. But when we hit cars, we were already hanging out in towns next to us.
I heard that.
We knew the area. We knew how to get around.
When I was a kid, it was the only rule was when them street lights come on, you come in.
Yeah.
Everything else was on limits,
I never had that.
You never had that?
No, on the weekends. Now during the week, we never did go outside. Well, like I said, I was in a home.
Yes, sir.
So we didn't go outside past 7:30 because by 8:30 you had to be in bed.
Damn it, man.
But during the summer, hell, we used to stay up 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and half the time we were playing hide and seek, or some idiot counselor had us convinced there was such a thing as a glowing snipe.
Oh, I hate them snipe stories, bro.
But here's the funny thing that I found out. Do you know there is an actual bird by the name of a snipe?
Well, I never caught one. I can tell you that.
Yep, they are. And I'm not sure if they're a game bird or not. But they got really long, thin beaks like a hummingbird, but they don't use them the same.
I'm down here in Florida. I don't know if you know that, hairbag, but they got these, what they call cranes. Have you heard of these motherfuckers?
Like a
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They got these long, thin legs. And in Texas, my wife was telling me they consider them good ribs, or some shit like that. I said, I ain't eating one of them motherfuckers, bro.
No.
They're walking up and down the street, it's crazy, these birds. I got a lot of birds where I'm at, though. I'll tell you that, hairbag. I like birds, and I got a lot where I'm at.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you were starving, I'll bet you would if you had the opportunity.
Yes, sir. I would eat that motherfucker and lick and lick my fingers on the way out, bro. I know what you're talking about, bro. I've had to do it,
Yeah.
but not so far. Not a crane, bro.
Okay, now I'm curious.
No, but I mean, if you had the opportunity and that opportunity presented itself while you were starving, I'll bet you would.
Yes, sir. I would.
Me
Yes,
too.
sir. I would.
And
You're
I'll bet
right.
you the best damn bird you ever ate, too.
You're right, sir. I'll be licking my fingers afterwards. I know you're right, sir.
No, I mean it's still bird, but I mean, would it be like duck? It'd be like dark meat.
Probably.
I don't know.
Well, everybody from different regions of the country eat different foods. And I'll give you an example. My wife is Jamaican, and she likes goat.
Right.
Now, I'm not a goat eater.
Oh.
But one day I decided to taste it. And you know what? That's good meat. It's good meat. But it's not something I want to eat every day.
What is mutton? Isn't that goat?
I think so, sir. Mutton or lamb, isn't it? Lamb or goat? Yeah, it's one of them.
Lamb is a baby sheep.
Oh, you're right, sir. You're right. You're a smart motherfucker,
What the
hairbag.
hell is a mutton, hairbag? What the hell is a mutton?
It's meat. It's meat. But I'm trying to think, is it goat or is it?
I'm not sure, brother.
Well, here, let's look it up. We can type. Let's see.
I'm not really sure, brother.
I've had mutton when I was in the home, and it was nasty.
Yeah, it's not something I would eat every day either. But if I had to start, like the quote you made a minute ago.
Okay. Mutton is meat of adult sheep, typically over 1 year old.
Okay.
It's got a stronger flavor and a tougher texture compared to milder, more tender meat like the lamb. Due to its robust taste and texture, is it often used in slow cookers, slow roast recipes, and many cuisines, especially in the Middle East, the Indian subcontinent, and the Caribbean.
Okay.
Cool.
Did you like it? You said you didn't like it though, hairbag, didn't you?
Oh, No, the one at least what I had, it had a really strong, pungent taste to it. I don't know if
Okay.
they butchered it wrong or whatever, but yeah,
It
it
didn't have
tastes
right.
really bad.
Yeah, that's
Have you
what
had
it says.
veal? Have you had veal? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to interrupt your mouse. Go ahead. I
Oh, you're
apologize.
fine.
I love veal.
I do
Veal's
too.
good.
I love veal, man.
That is good stuff.
Yes, sir. I
I
think
hate
that's baby
what
cow, though,
comes.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I hate thinking where it comes from, but it is good.
Yeah, it's good as fuck.
Yeah, older sheep. It's not lamb. It's older sheep, Gigi. It has anything over a year old is what it said.
Okay. But down here in Florida, they eat a lot of shit, you know.
Ooh, gator meat.
Oh man, I remember when I was in New Orleans. That's where I'm from, New Orleans, and they one day, you know that Paul Perdome. Have you ever heard that name?
Yes.
Or Emerald
No.
Lagasse, it was one of them big name cookers, right?
Yep.
He decided to make what they call this rat. It's a Nutra rat in New
Oh,
Orleans,
yeah.
a delicacy.
Yeah, nutria.
Nutria, you heard it about this, everybody?
No, but I know the animal.
Yes, sir. He tried to make it into like a delicacy, you know, have at the restaurant where people would come and eat this Nutri-Rat, and people would come and I guess the flavor around it was good, but nobody liked the rat. They told him, "Yeah, man, we gone too far here."
You ever had venison? Or not
Yes,
venison,
sir.
elk?
Not elk. I haven't had elk. I heard it's good though.
Oh my God, it's fantastic.
Is
A
it?
friend of mine had another friend from work give him a elk steak. This son of a bitch had to be 24 inches wide
Oh,
and about an inch thick. We put it on the grill and we had to fold it so we could close the door. And then we flip it over and we'd fold the other side. I mean, and it turned out
unbelievable.
to be some of the best meat I've ever eaten.
The only thing I can say that I've eaten in comparison with something like that was buffalo. I've eaten a buffalo burger before.
Yeah, I've never had buffalo. You're right, GG. Elk is great. I think it's some of the best meat I've ever tasted.
Wow.
I've heard of people trying buffalo meat, but I hear buffalo has the strongest wild taste of most of the meats.
I don't know, Mouse. They what's that restaurant? Five Guys? I think it's one of them kind of restaurants. You can go in and you can get a regular beef burger or a buffalo burger.
Mm.
Yeah, and they make it right there for you. And I gotta tell you, that buffalo's good.
I think if you're gonna have a buffalo burger or anything like that, the animal has to be calm when you euthanize it, because if it isn't,
Yes, sir.
it's gonna send out the pheromones that make it taste more gamey is the word I'm looking for.
That makes sense, sir.
Like a deer. You shoot a deer and you wound it, and then you go up for the kill shot. When you go to eat that deer, it's going to be more pungent than it would have been if you would have outright killed it.
You're right, sir. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Ew.
Yeah, you're correct, sir.
Gigi says she heard buffalo wasn't wild tasting. Interesting. I've never tried it, so I don't know.
It was really good.
What he's talking about is it's strong. It must have had some stress to it before it was butchered.
Right.
But if it was calm, like a herd just standing around and a hunter went out while they were just standing around and shot one, that would be a better tasting meat because they weren't strong.
That makes sense.
What?
I love how she says oyster sour sauce. Gigi says to soak it in wash your sister sauce to get the wild out.
What sister sauce? Gigi, only you.
But yeah, Gigi, it was a buck we got, and Mom tried to make a roast out of part of it on a her cut, and she was like, "Nope, too tough." So I took mine in to a friend and had them to make some beef jerky out of it.
Nice.
I am not a big deer eater. All the men are always passing around deer meat and whatnot, and I just bleh. Nope. You.
Gigi, you just spelled it. You put IT.
Oh, because you can't spell it. I can't spell it either, Gigi. And I think if I even tried, spell check would go, man, I don't even fucking know. I was like, I don't even know what you're saying.
I don't know if Hairbag or Mouse, have y'all ever heard of Manish water?
No.
In Jamaica, they make this thing called Manish water, and it's supposed to make the man taliwa. You know what I'm talking about, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. One day I was at a party with a bunch of Jamaicans, and they said, "Man," my wife said, "They got Manish water over there." I said, "What is that?" She said, "It makes you taliwa." And I said, "Ooh, I don't know if I want any of that shit." But I went over there to check it out, bro. And I grabbed the ladle and I dipped in, and there was a goat head in that motherfucker.
Oh my God.
It was a goat head. And I thought, there is no fucking way I'm eating this or drinking this motherfucker. It ain't gonna make me tallywah. It's gonna make me daddy-wah.
Oh my God. A goat head, huh?
A goat head, bro. But I've been in Louisiana where they had turtle soup.
Well, I've had turtle soup. That ain't bad. It's like a
That ain't bad.
It says here it is a Jamaican goat head soup, and it's famously considered an aphrodisiac.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a
I wanted to say it in an appropriate way.
parties, weddings, and social gatherings. Would that just be like our liquor? Like we do that with liquor. Wine,
You
liquor,
take a cat at a wedding, everybody's going to be taking their clothes off, and who knows who's going to end up with who.
You ain't kidding, everybody. I ain't going for it.
What?
But she did bite the cat. I don't know if she ate it, but she bit the cat, y'all. Like, that was on video. That cannot be denied. And
they eat cats and dogs too.
So
the country that these immigrants from would bite a cat and let it bleed as a ritual. And,
who said that?
Oh, that's a fact. But
about what? I couldn't hear what you said to start with. Will you say it one more time, please?
That the immigrants come from a country that would bite the cat and let it bleed out as a ritual.
Oh, wow.
And so immigrants were up in Herbeg, where was it? This was so long ago.
What?
Where they were eating the cats, eating the dogs.
That was in Colorado.
Was it? Yeah, maybe where it was. But anyway, somebody caught her on film, and she was like trying to freak everybody out. She bites a cat and it's bleeding everywhere. That's where it started. But she actually did that. That was real.
You guys ever heard of the Faces of Death movies?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, here's one part of it that got me. Vietnamese people, they'll take little puppies, and while they're alive, they butcher them.
Let's not do that. We're going to get this freaking video taken down.
Or the monkeys, man. Let's not even get started about that.
Yeah, right.
Remember the hammer?
Yeah.
The table with a hammer and.
Yeah. The funniest one I saw was a bunch of college students went into a parking garage. It was like 13 stories high, but they forgot there wasn't a 13th story 13th floor, and they never took off for it. And when the kid jumped with a bungee cord, he splatted right on the ground.
You know, I always think human evolution needs some correction along the way.
You think?
You know, at some point, you know, the people that are doing that kind of shit, they just had that coming, man. We can't feel sorry for them. You know what I mean?
You know what I find it's funny
there is
about it? They were college students. They should have known.
Brilliant.
What, Mouse?
we talk about society. I wish more people would go do the homework. I have to go research the rat utopia experiment.
What is that?
And then lay it along society. Back in the 1970s, this man, I don't even know if I still got it back here. Let me look real fast.
Sounds like a crow or a duck
I
quack.
don't know what that is.
Oh, it was. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, I can't remember his name. I've got all the information, but the gentleman did a study on rats, and the study was it had to do with overpopulation, but it also added the extra value to the experiment that everything was provided, even the fact that as the rats would nest, that someone would come in weekly and even clean up after them. And so what would happen to society or these rats if you put them in a kind of a utopia in a spot where they had everything they needed and became overpopulated? How would they react? And it's crazy enough. There was a bit of violence in it, but it's not as much as you would expect. And the interesting part is how the last few generations separated out and how. And what really happened in the experiment was because, the male mice didn't have any reason to fight for territory or fight for food, or, to hunt, the males became docile and basically the weaker part, which made the female species more aggressive. And as that evolves, they separated out. But it's interesting, and remember, when you're talking about a mouse life, I think it was, a month or something like that. So he's playing out, like generations and fast forward, because it takes a good 20 years to play out a generation in human years.
Right.
And so it's, it's on a lot slower of a scale. But if you go back and look at it and place it up against society today, you're like, oh, that makes sense. I mean, we're in a society that we still hunt, but we don't have to hunt. We have grocery stores.
There's a great quote that said, hard men make soft societies. Soft societies make weak men. Weak men, and it went on like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not great with the quote, but you get the point.
Yeah.
And it went on to say it usually takes, 6 generations for there to be a change. And that's what I was really referring to earlier, Mouse, because, and I'm not trying to go back to that same conversation, but, we're going to be living in what they call, they're going to have to define our generation, this next generation. You know what I mean? Like we're X's, the other people are, I don't know, Generation X. I don't know what they are, anyway. But what is the next generation? Because they're going to be pampered.
They're
And I'm just telling you that is the way I see it. Now I may be totally wrong, but they're going to be pampered in a way that our generation has never seen.
That is very true. It is.
And which creates what? Weak men.
Yeah. It's a whole new dynamic to society.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, if you ever get time, look up the Utopia mouse experiment. And it's a little bit of a long read, but if you can find the condensed version or a summary, it's quite telling to today's society. Especially when people past Generation X step back and go, "What happened to the kids?" I'm like, "Where's all this coming from?"
Yeah, no, when we were kids, we had to do errands and chores.
Well,
Something.
we joke about getting locked outside. The truth of the matter is, in the '80s, if you hung around the house too long, that was the problem. You were going to get stuck doing chores.
Yeah.
I mean, chores.
No.
What the heck out of me?
Come here, I'll show you. I'll give you something to do.
Yeah,
I hear you, brother. Come to my place. I got some stuff to do too.
yeah. The worst thing we could say in the '80s to our parents is, "Mom, I'm bored."
Yeah.
Ooh,
She'll give you
was
something to do.
that was asking for it.
But now, things have gotten so easy, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You can shop online.
Oh yeah, everything is
Literally, they bring it to. My wife did it one day at our house where they brought literally the groceries to the door.
Yeah. They can bring fast food to the door.
I was freaking out, bro.
And wild enough, if you don't have a car and need a ride, you can call a stranger, willingly get in their car.
Now that just don't sound right, do it?
But we Uber now,
It's just a different time. It's just a different world,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all changed after Ted Bundy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know what to think sometimes. I just think, with this next society being so soft, I don't know what we're gonna do. And with this new AI and generational stuff coming around where people are gonna be able to get everything done for them, it's just weird.
It is. There is not really that need for a necessity. There's nothing to fight for anymore. There's nothing to,
You said it. There's no desire. There's no need,
Well, I give this country another 75 years before it gets invaded.
But I think this is what's happened to the work ethic with the kids.
Yep.
You're right, my friend. That's exactly what's happened. They see this shit on TV and they go, oh, well, I can't make it then. So, they don't even try.
Oh yeah. Fast
It's
food
overwhelming them.
are like, oh my God, nightmare. At fast food.
Yeah.
Fast food.
Well, I'm talking about the ones that won't even go try to get a job because they go, no, it's not worth it. Because, AI is going to take over my job anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Or won't even drive toward a career because of that reason. And that's true. Literally, there are people around here that, and I'm going, you're not going to even at least try to make something of yourself? Why? It's not worth it.
And
That's a defeatist attitude.
Yeah. And this is something that's going to come about when they turn 50 and 60 that we're going to have to deal with then, is because, they stayed on mom and dad. Now mom and dad grew old, passed away. Now what?
Yeah, and look who's raising most of the grandkids today. I don't mean that mean, but at least around here, the grandparents raising the grandkids. It ain't the parents have to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's if they work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You said it, sir.
And then that's if they keep up with the game,
But the long story was, when I was out on the road, we went to me and my wife's right here listening to me. We went to a fire one night and we sat down and there was a guy. I probably told this story before. If I did, I apologize. It's just one of my favorites. And the guy says, I've been working for IBM for 24 years and they laid me off for no pension. No pension. Wow. He said, I'm trying to get Social Security right now. I'm in a bad spot. This and that. And there was another guy sitting across from us. And he stood up. He was about the same age, He said, man, I have traveled my whole life. I've never had a real job. I just kind of bounced around here and bounced around there. He said, we're at the same fire at the same time, facing the same problems. And it struck me. You know what I mean? It struck me because sometimes no matter how much you put in, some asshole wants to be a dick. And there should be rules,
Yeah.
against that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
That's what I'm trying to get at. When you put in so many years with a company, you should almost automatically get something in return.
Here's another thing that I think too.
Yes, sir.
Corporations like GM, Ford, any other great big company like that, they're arguing about giving their employees a $37 an hour wage. They make enough money to be able to give each one of them $100 an hour raise on top of what they're making.
You're damn right, sir. That the corporate greed is great.
It's trickle down is how it should be. If
It does work.
They're making you that money, they deserve to get better wages. Happy
Agreed, sir.
employees make $1 million for you.
Yes, sir. Because you're right. You're right, sir. There's a lot of that. It's a funny system we're living in. It's a bridge year, or bridge generation.
Yeah.
I just think they should be giving the people more than what they are, because now if you think about it, them people are going to need repairs to some of their houses, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, what does that do? That trickles down to the smaller businesses that take care of that.
Yes, sir. True that.
Then, whatever they need to do that house repair, they have to get their supplies from somebody else.
You're right.
So that's
right.
what I mean by trickle down.
That's true.
And they don't.
It's a very true
that, though.
No, they don't understand that.
I understand shareholders, but they got to understand too, their employees are the ones that are making them the money they are making. It's not the shareholders making that money.
Understood, sir. Understood.
It's just irritating, that's all.
There's a lot. I was so upset when I was sitting at that fire, sir. You just have no idea. Watching that man cry, and not a lot I could do for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Because what can you do for somebody like,
After that many years, he deserved to get a pence of something.
He had 1 year to go before he got his pension. And then laid him off.
I'd got a lawyer.
They did.
Layoff
He did,
isn't
bro.
the same as firing.
Huh?
Layoff isn't the same as firing. He might have been able to get it even though they laid him off.
Well, I'm not sure about the situation, but you know what I mean. I'm just
all right.
Yeah, but even then, even if you go all the way through and catch up to unemployment because you got laid off and not fired, you're still you're looking at like 36% of what you make.
Yeah, you're not getting the same.
Yeah.
And maybe he ended up getting that money. I don't know. I hope he did. Hope he ended up getting some,
Well, yeah, I hear what you're saying.
It's just it's sad that people even that we're even having to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Corporations, I wouldn't count on him making it.
It's just, to me, it's always something stupid.
It is. Corporate greed.
Yes, sir. Well, that's the root of all evil, is it not? Greed.
Money, yeah.
Money, man. You put money in the way, people will do the meanest spirited thing.
And
Yep.
it sucks that somebody like George Soros can fly off over into our country and hate it. Why be here if you don't even like it? But his Ponzi schemes kept him here and made him rich. But to
You're very rich.
watch him take advantage of greedy people to do his dirty work. Like, that's a triple layer of dirty. They're greedy. They're in it for the money, and you'll offer them money to do your dirty work. That's what's wrong with our country.
Yeah. You're right. You're right, my friend.
And El Salvador told us and told us and told us. I played a speech. It was early on in one of the first coffee clubs. Do you remember that, Hairbag?
What was it though?
When I brought up the president of El Salvador, when he made his speech talking about George Soros and how hard it was to get him out of their government, and how Europe and France and America are just being stupid,
Yeah.
by letting him get away with it. And, he was right, even back then.
There's a lot of corruption. There's, the thing that got me just recently was and I'm not trying to go back again. I apologize, Mouse. I keep fucking going back and forth. But that Stacy Plaskett talking to
Epstein.
I usually, all of it seems a little dirty, but that's like, I don't get it, That's another one of them things where things get dirty, and or you don't even know how to look at it. You know what I mean? Because
it's the hypocrisy of the whole
thing. That's what I mean. I'm trying to say the right word.
Had it been Trump, they would have made it into whatever. This is what they do. That's what they just continue to do.
It's just that, they keep going.
Reason, mainstream media can't hear or see or talk about anything he's actually doing. I've told many people, would I have lunch with Trump? Would I hang out with him? Probably not. He's, really not my kind of person. But he is the guy. He is the guy I hired to do the job I hired him to do.
But he's not doing it.
He's doing a lot.
But he's not doing it like he should be.
What do you want him to do?
Lower prices instead of the tariffs.
Okay, that was, although I'm, talked differently about the tariff, that's what he's doing when he lowered tariffs on groceries to help us with our grocery bill. To me,
I'm sorry.
That's right. To me, I just heard, ew, meat on a barge. Oh, second thought that. We should not be eating beef from that far away. It's like there's too many beef ranches in this country that.
Well, I'm glad gas is coming down.
The gas is coming down. My light bill has come down.
That's going to be a big thing for fuel.
The next thing we got to work on is the cost of housing.
Oh, my God. That's a hard one.
I know that is the big. How do we do that? We can get interest rates down. We know.
Well, we got it. I always think about, like I said, the homeless first. We got to figure out a way to put at least some of these veterans into better housing situations. They got these tiny homes out now. They got, that we got plenty of land. If anybody tells you we ain't got no place to put it, they're full of shit.
I don't know if y'all have heard. Hairbag has heard. I don't know if you have.
Yes,
there are whole communities that Trump is setting up. I know he's got.
I know. I've heard.
In California.
That's the main focus for me.
And what he's doing is he's putting it in a neighborhood. So you guys are all neighbors, right? You got your own little place, but you're all neighbors, and also a doctor on site.
I heard about that. I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm loving it. If we can continue to replicate that across the country,
Yes,
That would
ma'am.
be amazing.
That would please me too.
As long as rent on, an efficiency apartment is $1,200, this homeless issue is not going to go away.
And the other
That's
thing I'd like
why,
to address, with you before I get off, Mouse, is the SNAP. Let's talk about the SNAP for a minute. Could we do that?
okay, yeah, sure.
If that's okay, because I don't have SNAP benefits. I don't get SNAP benefits or anything like that. But I'm glad they're reapplying to get the right people to be, on it.
Right.
I think that's appropriate. But
Right.
there are going to be more stringent guidelines and this and that. My worry is not that, but it's the worry that, Americans are hurting. Americans are hurting. I'm talking about the middle class and below are hurting, and food has become so outrageous. If they're going to get more stringent on SNAP and with my problem isn't not the SNAP program, it's the fact that a lot of these foods we just chunk food. We destroy food every day.
Yeah.
There's so many things that we could do with just a little legislation. Like, I'll give you an example if I could. Behind Walmart, there used to be these people that would come and get in the dumpster and get out pizzas and shit. It was already wrapped. It was never uncovered, but they
would consider spoilage. Yeah, right.
Yes, ma'am. They would get that out and they would go eat it and fulfill their belly and all that. Well, they put locks on them now. I don't know if you know that. They put the locks on the dumpster.
Yeah.
And the reason why that was is somebody got sick or said they got sick off the food they ate out the dumpster. Okay.
Wow.
And sued. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of clusterfuckation.
Well, what gets me? They got a store here that has a Krispy Kreme bakery in it. Every night when they close down, they take whatever donuts are in the showcase.
Yes, sir.
Throw them in the dumpster.
That's correct. It's crazy.
Now, here's my point.
Yes,
Instead of doing that, why not donate them to a soup kitchen or a food pantry?
I'm on board with you, Mr. Hairbag.
I've always agreed with that. And if we could get business owners to understand, you're throwing that stuff away, but you know what happens when you donate something? It becomes tax deductible. So if you donated the food, pay your taxes off a little bit. You know what I mean?
Agreed. But, I think another part of it is the attorneys, the judicial system. Allows, you get what I'm saying? That allows cases like that to come in and fuck it up. They should have restreamed that and figured it out. Okay, instead of throwing it in the dumpster, we're gonna set it out on a thing on the back, something.
Yeah.
There shouldn't have been a lawyer got involved and got his cut.
Oh yeah.
That's all he wanted was his cut.
There's always a lawyer in a lawsuit, and that's
yes, ma'am.
I mean, you go up, you get McDonald's coffee, it's hot.
Yeah.
You pour it all over yourself and sue them. That ain't fair. It's hot. It's hot.
It's hot. Restaurant orders coffee and it's not hot. Come on.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I'd go around and say, no, that's not what I ordered.
For Christ's sake. And then she gets $1 million. What the hell?
And it's that, it's that motion that everybody's out for a quick buck.
Yes, ma'am.
In any way possible.
That's correct. But they're hurting the little man.
They are.
It keeps hurting the little man.
That's like back when I was riding on the back of a motorcycle with a guy, a good friend of mine. We were coming down the road, and this great big dog stopped dead in front of the bike. There was nothing we could do, and we hit the dog. It catapulted me about 20, 30 feet, and I ended up breaking my arm in 3 places. I was going to just say, hey, it's one of those things that happen, until the sheriff came up and I heard him say, This is the third time I've been up here for that same dog. Oh, really? So I get in the ambulance. They're taking me to the hospital so I can get my arm set. And I asked one of the people, I go, what's the name of those people? And she told me, and the other guys in the ambulance told her, no, you don't tell the patient that. Well, I'm glad they did, because it made it easier for me to figure out who to do the lawsuit against. If it's the third time, if it's the third time that dog had been, one was after an Amish buggy and horse, and the other were two kids riding their bicycles.
Well, they should have put the dog up, but yeah, kind of like that. I heard that.
Well, yeah, I didn't go for max. I only went for 25.
How long did it take to get it?
About year and a half.
Did you pay your doctor bill off with it?
I didn't have one.
Damn.
You should have. You broke your arm.
Yeah, I had Medicaid.
Good
They
deal.
took care of it.
Wow. You're lucky they didn't ask for it.
They couldn't. I was on SSI. I wasn't on welfare.
Well,
They can't.
as
the-
reimbursement because you sued, and that was
Well, you
reimbursement.
see, in this state can't touch federal money.
Oh. Well, remind me to never stop in front of Hairbag.
Thanks. So, Mouse, you found me that vehicle yet?
No, what's he looking for? What you got?
I told you that.
Well, you did at one point, and then you told me to wait because you had to recoup.
Well, I still do, but I mean, I told you what my price range was.
Okay, well, you'll have to tell me again, and then I'll go see what they've got out on the lot.
Probably between 3 and 35, because, but then I'm going to need a receipt that's much lower.
Mm.
So you can, if you're doing it through your business, you can write whatever the hell you want.
Well, we pay taxes here.
Yeah, I pay taxes here too. When I bring it up here to put it on the road in the state,
No, they can't.
well, they do. I did it out in Arizona. I got here and they charged me.
No, what you do is you take the receipt back up there, and they cannot tax you again because the state here doesn't tax you. Now, when you have to go get registration again, then yeah, they'll tax you on registration every year, but not.
Well, it's a registration fee is what they have here. I don't know if the tax is included in that fee or what, but all I know is it's one flat fee and it's good for 2 years.
Wherever it's cheaper. I mean, however you want to do it. So the way I did my truck, and when I had to go to Texas to get my truck, and because I paid for it there and the bill was still there, and then I had to insure it there, so I went ahead and got a temporary permit for it to drive it back. And then I was able to pay cheaper taxes. And so when I carried it back up here to tag it permanently, the taxes had been paid on the sale. And whatever state the sale was in gets the taxes.
Well, I bought it in Arizona, and when I got back up here, they charged me the tax again on it.
Yeah, they're not supposed to.
Well, that's where stupidity gets me.
I know, because I got all this paperwork back up here to Tennessee, and they were like, what the hell is
Are
this?
you sure that's just not your state law?
Well, Tennessee laws are a lot more relaxed than Texas law. So I went by Texas law. And then when I got up here with all that paperwork, they were like, what is all this extra BS? Like,
Well, you see up here, you got to have everything.
oh, yeah. I did it legal from Texas, you know.
Stringent states for a license and registration and insurance.
Well, see, like in most states, you have 10 to 30 days after the purchase of the vehicle to get the tags, right?
No, they give them to you right then and there. Up here, they do anyway.
Well, that's if you pay for them with the sale of the vehicle, yes. And so a car lot will do that, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. But even if you buy it off of an individual, though, you go up to register it and you get the tags right then and there.
Yeah, when you go up to register it, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can, you know, to get your title, you're going to be carrying your bill of sale and the signatured old title, you know.
Right.
And if you've already paid the taxes on the sale, they're not supposed to charge you again.
All right.
See, I could have waited and brought it to Tennessee and paid the taxes cheaper here, honestly. But you know, I was doing it Texas legal, and I got the little permit or the temporary permit to drive it out because Dad was like, "No, you don't have 10 days." I'm like, "Yeah, you do. You got 10 days before it's illegal, you know." But so I went ahead and drove out on a temporary tag. And they were like, damn, you already paid taxes in Texas. We can't charge you for taxes. So all they could charge me for was registration.
Oh, wow.
But Tennessee is way more relaxed on,
Right.
all that. I think we got 30 days after the purchase of the vehicle to get it tagged before it's so-called, not tagged. You do have to have the bill of sale. And
Yeah,
then
I'd have probably in about 10 days, I think it is. I should have enough. I don't know though. I was thinking about renting a car and coming down if you had one.
now we'll figure it out. Just contact me, like not on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure it out.
But I'm looking for a car, and I don't want a PT Cruiser or it's a Ford. Oh,
Like a Tempo or something like that.
no.
That's a bit old, but
if I quit thinking about it, it'll come to me. But there's one that is notorious for having transmissions going out on them. Mercury Sable is another one. All it is the same car, except they got a Mercury emblem on it.
yeah.
And that's what I bought, not thinking about it being a Ford product.
Well, Ford's still cheaper to get parts to, though.
Yeah, I had to pay $1,800 to get it rebuilt.
Was that the whole motor?
No, the transmission.
Oh,
The dude came highly recommended.
that's about what a training job is.
He pulled a fast one on me. Well, actually, I guess I pulled the fast one on myself. I made the mistake of paying him in full for the job instead of giving him half.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other half when he got done. Because what he did is he kept making excuses why it wasn't done. Come to find out, he had it done within 2 days. And he'd been driving it around for like 3 months.
I'd be mad.
He disconnected the odometer cable so that it wouldn't
that's
show up.
illegal.
Because I wrote the mileage down on it. When I went up to his house to get it, I asked where my car was. He said, well, he took it on a test drive to see if it was ready. He's down having lunch. And I told his wife, I said, you get him on the phone right now, because if he doesn't get up here within 5 minutes, I'm going to call the sheriff's department and have him arrested for theft of a car.
Well, you can. Theft of service.
It was like 10 minutes, but he was there.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy about it either.
You got a bad mechanic, Herbert. Like, that's not supposed to happen.
Well, the training worked fantastic. It really did. But something happened one day coming home, and I was on the Southern Tier Expressway, and the damn thing just completely died doing about 70 miles an hour. You know what sucks? I lost all my power steering. I had to call a friend to come up and tow me up to his house. It was about 3 miles away. And luckily he did, and then he bought the car and found out he couldn't fix it either. Come to find out, all he never did was unplug the computer. If he would have unplugged the computer, he would have been able to probably fix it, but he never unplugged it.
Yeah.
Well, you
Anyway.
know, you can't work on one of these cars nowadays that has a computer if you don't unplug the computer. Otherwise, you have to end up going somewhere to have it rebooted by another computer, which is going to cost you up the yang.
Yep.
Hey, my friends, thanks for letting me come on today.
Well, thank you for coming up, Steve.
Yeah.
It was a good one. I appreciate it.
It was a great conversation. Hairbag, a pleasure to meet you. Mouse, thank you so much.
Same here, Steve. Nice meeting you.
Absolutely.
Hope to
You're
talk
always-
again one.
You're welcome back every Thursday. I hope you do come back.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate this. Very kind of you. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Steve. Have a great Thursday. Whew, it's been a long one, hasn't it, Herbag?
It's been a good show.
I think we're going to wrap this one up. I'm going to go find me something to eat.
That sounds like a winner.
I appreciate everybody stopping by today.
I
I
think the
enjoyed it.
barbecue going on over at the fire hall.
Oh, that sounds
Or
good.
the garage, I mean.
I'm doing beef tips tonight. And
There's
that's from that fresh cow. Ooh.
You know what? You're not nice.
Well, you
That
pray your
sounds
seafood
so
every
good.
You know, I'm so high up in the mountain. If I ate seafood, it'd be frozen.
If I was you, I'd have a dirt cellar.
For what?
Don't you grow veggies?
Oh, I haven't. I should be.
Oh man, I thought you did.
Remember, we're all bugging out to Ma's house if something goes south. She's got all the food.
Well, you know, you could grow potatoes, carrots, I don't know, probably turnips if you like them or anything like that. Any root vegetable you could put in your dirt cellar.
Oh, I don't know about that.
My grandparents always used them, and it kept your potatoes nice and firm. They didn't go soft or start growing.
Hey, there's me cow. You always skip me when I'm about done. What are you into, McDowell? I did strawberries this year, and that's about all I accomplished this summer. Busy summer, remember?
Wow.
We did not have time to do the gardens this year.
I love to grow stuff like that. I really do, because I'm good at it.
between the new grandbaby and all the doctor's appointments and the parents and husband and kid. It was just too busy this summer. We just didn't get around to planting. I did get strawberries growing, so that's about all I've got so far.
Well, that's cool.
We've got some raised beds made up that we just never got around to. Put some squash, some okra.
You want to hear something that we did when I was young?
What's that?
Went and got a job in a town throwing straw on strawberry plants for the winter so they wouldn't freeze.
Right.
So we're throwing this straw out onto the plants. We get down toward the bottom. This rat comes jumping out, and the dog that the owner had was out there. It was a collie. And that dog had that rat so quick it wasn't funny. We thought, wow, that's pretty cool. We get down further, and a few more rats jump out.
Yeah.
This one caught every one of them. And what he'd do is he'd grab them by the head and he'd flip them up in the air. And huh?
Ew. 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 Ew.
Apparently he'd break their necks when he flip them. But this dog was so fast at catching them, the rats couldn't get away.
Okay.
Then another dog came over. We got down to the very bottom, and about 12 of them came running out. These dogs had a field day. I never saw anything like it in my life. They were throwing rats everywhere.
Yeah, we don't like that. Take that and that. You leave the mice alone. There's nothing wrong with helping the mice stay warm.
I said rats, not mice. And quit slamming me on the ground, damn it.
You get it? But yeah, I think I'm going to jump off here. We're going to call it a day, wrap it up. Let you guys know finish about your day.
Y'all have a good day, good evening, whatever, and we shall see you later.
That's it. Thanks everybody coming in. Hey, Outlaw. Sorry it was late. We got an early start. We started at noon. But see y'all again, same time, same place, next Thursday, noon on the East Coast, right here. See you guys on the next one.
Bye.